All right, chat. How's it going? Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's going well. Welcome. Welcome. I'm excited to be back. I'm not feeling 100%. I'm going to be completely honest. Not 100%, but we'll figure out. Oh boy, that is really slow. MP3 Net, welcome chat. Right on time. I tried. Joshi, how's it going? Oh, we got to fix that. Hold on. Let's close out that chat. I don't know why it does that sometimes, chat. You know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Drives me absolutely insane. We'll restart it. It usually fixes it. But how are you both doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Let's see. Let's try it again. Try it again. Does it work now? There we go. See, you know what? You don't stream for a week and then just full stream just falls off. Oh well. But hopefully you're both doing well. Hopefully things are going well. Like I said, I have Ian, welcome chat. Missed you so much last week. Welcome back. Appreciate it, Ian. Thank you for the kind words. Good overall. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was a rough week last week. We I had a work trip. So I was out in Vegas. Hate Las Vegas. So, fun fact about me. When I was in college, I went to Purdue and I was covering a men's basketball tournament out in in the NCAA tournament. They played Gonzaga, so it's over in Washington State. So I had to take a plane ride, and during the time I had a really bad cold when I was taking the plane ride. So the way out there is fine, but the way back I ruptured both my eardrums and just absolutely lost all my hearing. It was terrible. I don't wish upon anyone. But anyway, ever since then, I've been like really careful with my eardrums because like if I'm cold, like they're just more prone to rupturing now. Well, when I left for Vegas, I had like a slight like cold and whatever, and I forgot to take Sudafed. And I was like, nah, it'll be fine. Don't have to worry about that. Naturally, this one, I think there's some issues with it because when I woke up the next day, it was just like blood on the side of my face. I was like, oh, that's not a great sign. So I had that going for me. But basically I had a cold the entire week. And then since getting back, it's gotten worse. So Novels and I thought on Friday night we could stream. And like I just slept the whole day. Saturday slept the whole day. Sunday slept the whole day. Today I've been kind of like normal-ish, but you can still hear it. Like I'm stuffed up. I've taken a lot of Dayquil. Taken a lot of Red Bull. So I'm hoping that evens me out a little bit. So, because the thing is, I only have this week and next week, and I'm gone for like another week. And then after that, I'm gone for like another 2 days, which I think just affects one stream, and that's it. But still, and then nothing until like April, and then I'm gone again for another week and a half. And then I think travel slows down. This first quarter is always rough, but if I start sneezing a lot, start coughing a lot, it's just the illness. And plus we woke up this morning to, my son was supposed to go back to school or go to school. Novel's supposed to go back to work. She hasn't been in a week, and he woke up throwing up this morning. So we're like, okay, cool. So that's been today. Chat is working as efficient as my brain was after those She-Hulk images in the Discord chat. Those we need some better moderators. That stuff shouldn't be allowed. Arrow, welcome to chat. Good to see you back, man. I appreciate it. I guess I'm happy to be back. I'm also gonna blow my nose a lot. Just get ready for that. Ian, big favor to ask before too many people get in here. My daughter, she's 6, doesn't believe that you'll read my messages. Can you say hi, Nora? Hi, Nora. Of course I read messages. That's like my whole thing is I read all the messages. I will be happy to read any and every message, especially from Nora. We appreciate your suffering for our benefit. Yeah, that's what I'm here for, man. I'm just here to suffer. I work K through 12. I've embraced the pestilence. My friends who are teachers, and like the first like month I can't see them because they're just like illness. Leave that stuff alone. People can get that kind of stuff as far as I'm concerned. That's fair. As long as you didn't wake up and find a tiger in your room or a chicken. That's true, I didn't. No, I'm very tame in Vegas. Kids do really love that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's sick. She doesn't get it. I get it. Yeah. What you did in Vegas stays in Vegas. What I did in Vegas was sleep. Actually, that's not 100% true. I entertain clients by talking to them. So the other thing is too, the first night after I got there, we stay at the Mandalay Bay, which if you don't know, the Las Vegas Strip is at the south end of the strip. It's all the way down at the bottom. It's kind of far away from everything else. But that's where everyone goes and just hangs out. So you don't see the light of day for like 2 days or whatever. And anyway, they have a place there called Rhythm and Blues or something. Rhythm and Riffs, I think it's called. And it's basically live music. So if you like live music, it's really good. And I usually do enjoy classic rock live music. The problem is when your eardrum kind of hurts, it's a little loud. And I was sitting there the whole time going, oh my gosh, I need them to turn this down because this is way too loud for me. So that was a little rough. And then like when we did that, I was just like, yeah, I gotta go to bed. Like I do not feel 100%. So, and then luckily because it's Las Vegas, all the trade show starts a bit later, so you can like wake up, drink your coffee, enjoy it, and enjoy your morning and whatnot. And for me, it was doing a lot of work because we're on the West Coast now, so my body's waking me up at 5 a.m. But all my coworkers up are like 8, 9 a.m. So like they're doing work. So you know what I mean. So, but Vegas is very boring for me. It's literally wake up, drink coffee, work a trade show, network, talk to people, learn things, see friends basically because I've been there for 11 years now, so I'm friends with a lot of these people. Catch up about life, go to some fancy dinner, eat a fancy dinner, go back, hang out for a little bit, go to bed. And it's really the same process over and over. And it's really cool because they the only nice thing is there's a trade organization I'm friends with where they rent out the bar on like a 63rd floor of the Mandalay Bay. So it's like really, really high up on the strip. So you can see like everything, right? Which is like the one nice like thing. But of course, the one time they did it is freezing cold. So it's like 30 degrees up there. And like Vegas is cold in the winter, but it's usually not that cold. So it's just like we're all like bundled up, freezing cold. But I'm like, this is the first time I've had fresh air in like 3 days. So I'm going to enjoy it. RR, welcome to chat. How you doing? And how much time do I have before you start Metal Gear Solid? You got probably 30 to 45 minutes. I don't know if I'll make it the full hour, but I'm going to make it close. Because actually the prologue mission looks pretty easy. And it's going to kind of like walk you through it. So like if you want to learn how to play, we're going to like do that. Because I think we're doing at least prologue 1. I have no idea if we'll do prologue 2. I don't know how much longer it'll take. But I have the general, I know like 85% of the game. There's like a solid 15. I have no idea how it works. Ziggy, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Josh, I haven't had the chance to bring it up with you. They sort of lied with the Maria Hill article about no thwart and attack events after seeing All Point Bulletin. Oh, I didn't even see that. The only thing I know about Marvel Champions right now is that it got delayed. And I actually know that because of Web Warrior Fanatic posted something, and then I got an email from Miniature Market that's like, your stuff is going to be late. I'm like, okay, whatever. Oh, now I gotta look. What's the card? Was it a card that someone like revealed? All right, there's mine. Oh, wait, there it is. 2 cost event, all points. Sorry, I'm like talking about it, not showing you all. 2 cost event, all points bulletin, tactic, hero action. For each shield support you remove, choose remove 1 threat from a scheme. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that. It's still an event that allows you to remove threat. Kind of technicality, but they gave us a false pretense. Yeah, that is false, man. I mean, like, I get that it's technically not a thwart event card, but this is why I also dislike their whole, like, ruling on a lot of this stuff. Of, like, you can deal damage without attacking. It's like, can you? Right? You could thwart without, or you can remove threat without thwarting. Can you? Right? Like, I get it for rules purposes, but it's still just like, come on. I mean, that makes it a little bit better. Like a little. You're gonna have to. Okay, so for the threat removal, you do have to still get 3 shield supports out there. If like 2 for 3 threat removal is like the base, right? So you still have to get 3 shield supports out there and not get caught off guard. But I guess it helps. What do they got? Probably 2 of these in there, maybe. I actually still haven't watched Web Warrior for the next video. Don't tell him, because I think he was after me. Because he was actually supposed to be before me, but we had to switch. I don't know if I was supposed to say that. Sorry, Fancy Flight Games. But he was kind enough to switch with me. This has changed my mind, her not being as useless. Yeah, it makes her a little more viable. Like a bit. Were there new card released for Marvel Champions and I missed it? Yeah, they the content creators were still releasing. So like after mine was on Friday, they still had 2 more. They have at least 2 more after that. I think Daring Lime did his, and then Web Warrior Fnatic I think did his Friday. There's still more coming out. Like this week, I think there's still 1 or 2 more. So I'm not 100% sure about that. Jacob, welcome to chat. D20, what do you think about the Resident Evil, the board game, or Mega Man Adventures, the board game? So I've never played them. I really want to play Resident Evil board game. There are a few people in chat, or that sometimes show up in chat, that have played Resident Evil, and I forgot the order. If it's the first one is better than the second one, or vice versa. Somebody said what it is. For some reason I feel like the second one's not as good as the first one, or the third one's better than the second one, something like that. It's like a weird way that they did it. But I want to play it. I gotta reach out to the company to play it. I wanted to do this Metal Gear Solid game to like kind of show that like we do this type of game on here. But yeah, I would really like to play it. The Mega Man stuff I've never played. I was never a big Mega Man guy. More time to play Final Girls Series 3 then if Marvel Champions is late? Pretty much, yeah. Though I did get... Wait, what show? See that box with my address on it, so don't dox me? That's Elder Scrolls. I gotta see how big that boy is. Like I'm excited for it, but at the same exact time, it's just like... Brr. I saw the helicarriers. Were there more? There was the event that we just went over came with something else, right? Life model decoy, I think, right? Or maybe it was just the helicarriers. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Because I haven't watched like any videos the past week. I'm really behind on things. Cyber Jace, welcome to chat. Rumors that the shield box delaying 3/31. It's March 7th. As of right now, it's March 7th. Have you considered playing the Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid? Do you need 2 players for that? I remember seeing that, and I thought you needed 2 players for it. It's back to March 7th, yeah. I didn't know if you could solo it. You could play it solo. I have it. I'll look into it. What's the company? You know, the plus side living in Australia, the next expansion box being delayed for me is just a shrug response after last year, right? Maybe it's just going to be on time for you now. Missed that? Yeah, no problem. Now, I know, like, at first, people weren't 100% sure. And I think Asmodee's website clarified it eventually. Renegade did it? Okay. Never mind. I'll just tell you now, it's never going to happen. Renegade doesn't work with me. Not for any specific reason. They just never respond. It's a fun little game we have. Sound disappointed there were more solo games? Bro, I feel like I just don't even have the time to play what I have. It's for me, I like learning new games. Okay, so here's that was gross. I'm indifferent to the game from memory. Again, mostly got it for one day I'll paint these projects. So for me, it's I have so many good games, right? I really do. I have so many fantastic games out there that like I still need to play. And I get to the table and I love them, right? We just did Hoplomachus recently. Loved it. The new expansion for Victorium is going to come out. We're going to really want to play that. And I want to like dive into these games. Metal Gear Solid, I would like to play all of this campaign on stream. Now, it is 14 chapters long. If we did one a week, that's 14 weeks. It's like 4 months of content, which is pretty solid. Because I'd be gone a week or two or whatever. So it'd be cool to do that. Do we have time for all that? I don't know. So you figure, okay, if I stream 3 times a week, right? This is how I look at things. This is how I look at my life, in case you're curious. I stream 3 times a week. One is with novels. So that's basically like it's never what I would quote unquote want to play. It's what she wants to play. And that's the way I prefer because I would like to have her keep playing those games. Then I have Marvel Champions, which except for January where I take the month off, generally speaking, I'm going to be playing that game for the rest of the year at least once a week. Okay, cool. Love Marvel Champions. Totally fine with that. Which leads me to the last day, which means if I do Metal Gear Solid, that's now a quarter of the year that's now gone playing this game. And I still want to play that Elder Scrolls game. I still want to play New Hopla when it comes out. I need to play Final Girl when it comes out. And now all of a sudden, like, the year's already gone. And I haven't even played the other games I would like to play. So it's like I enjoy new games and stuff. I just feel like I fall so far behind on like other things I would like to play. And the thing is, like, so and we have Wormspan. I need to play that. It's hard to see it, but it's back there. I also used to fall into the habit of like chasing the perfect game. And in my old age, I've realized there really is no such thing as a perfect game. Like every single game has flaws. And I've come to realize that. So I've stopped kind of like getting my hopes up. They're like, oh, this new game will have some hook that's much better. Like the only reason I got Metal Gear Solid is not because I think it's gonna be technically a great game. It's just because I love the IP that much. Like if they come out with Metal Gear Solid 2 tomorrow, I will back that. If they do 3, if they do 4 and 5, well, 4 I assume will just be a giant book you read. But regardless, I will back every single one. I don't even care if it's a better game or not, just because I love the IP. You know what I mean? So, and then there's storage. I just don't have space. Like I am legit running out of space for board games. I need to sell a bunch more. I have a bunch that are trying to sell. It's just really hard to. So anyway, that's what it is. Table Hogger seems like I just beat a risky business for the first time. And realized after that I wasn't taking the right amount of damage or taking the right amount of encounter cards. That's all right. I make mistakes on every single scenario I play the first like time or two. For sure. I still make mistakes all the time. I'm also here mostly for Marvel Champions content and just hanging out a bit. However, I've already bought a couple games you've recommended, and I've seen you play here, so I love that you're playing more. I appreciate it, dude. I do. It's nice. It was very early on, it was very nerve-wracking because if I wasn't playing Marvel Champions, we've talked about this. My viewer count would be like 2, right? It'd be like Joshy and me just yelling at each other, or Beast Snow and me yelling at each other. Canadian would pop in to yell now and again. And that was it. So like the only way I could grow was by doing Marvel Champion stuff. And now that we've gotten to a point where other people are like, yeah, okay, this D20 guy's all right. Go see what else he has. It's been much more enjoyable, but I still love playing Marvel Champion, so that's why I still play it. But no, I feel you, so I appreciate that. I've given a quarter of my life to Metal Gear, so you'll be fine. Dude, I was speedrunning it this weekend. Metal Gear Solid 1. I'm not a great speedrunner, so like I won't be like, oh, I'm not. So I finally worked my way under 3 hours this weekend to beat Metal Gear Solid 1. So I want to get under like 245. It's like I think my next like threshold to beat. But like I just got under 3 hours. I'm the same way, and I'm not streaming. I just got them saying feel the same way about video games, not knowing when to play, and I have some free time. I've learned to play what you want at the moment, so don't feel bad about it. Yeah, Ian, I agree with you. It's just like the storage space is what kills me. I have so many IP love games, way too many Batman games. Even have the Highlander game. Yeah. The IP for Metal Gear Solid alone, maybe buy it 100%. I please, for the love of God, have them do Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. Please give it to me. Made a huge mistake talking to my kid about Con of Heroes because I just went to buy a ticket and it's saying sold out. I didn't even consider that as a possibility. It's gotten popular. I think they sold out last year too. It's gotten very popular, which is crazy. I didn't know they sold out already though. That's wild. It's a big area to play in too. Ugh, I think I'm not going to it. Like I want to go to it, but they always do it the first week of a month, and that's when novels is like busy time at work is, and I just can't leave then. And you know, obviously they're never going to change for just me, as they shouldn't. It's something that won't work out for me. I think it'd be cool to see if they either expand kind of heroes, because they do it in Game Center's store, which I've been told is really big. So I feel like they could fit more. And maybe that's what they're doing is they release a bunch and then they'll release more. I don't know. We'll see. And I would come in and talk about Thor or derail the conversation by asking my burning questions. I appreciate it though, Honorable. I'm still waiting a real life Doctor Strange cut out. Somebody's got to get it, right? Is that what we said? I'm an IP holic. I bought The Warriors, because I love the movie. You know, I've never seen that movie. I just know that scene. Come out to play. Silver Dragon, welcome chat. Hopefully most of the new wave will be out by Kind of Heroes. It won't be, right? Well, I think the first two expansions will come out right then, right? Is that what they're doing? Wait, March, April, May. Yeah, never mind. It depends if they do every so month. If they did Metal Gear Solid 4, Drebin, maybe saying his name wrong, would be amazing add-on for a card to buy in game, right? That'd be funny. If the Crow ever did a tabletop, take my money. Oh, the Crow. Poor Jason Lee. Hey, BB, how's it going? Is Metal Gear Solid any good? The board game or the video game? The board game, I have no idea. We'll find out tonight. I don't even care if it's bad. The video game is one of my favorite video games of all time. The series is like, for me, if you rank like video game series, it's top 3. Like I'm a big Final Fantasy guy, so I love Final Fantasy video games, but I love Metal Gear Solid as well. The first one I've beaten 30, 40 times. The second one the second and third one I've probably only beat a dozen times. The fourth one I beat like 3 or 4 times because then my PlayStation 3 died and I never had another way to play it. And the fifth one I've beaten once, and I need to play it again because I've never really forgiven Hideo Kojima for doing David Hayter dirty. I respect Hideo as a fantastic video game designer, but I still think he did David Hayter dirty. So I get angry about that every single time I play that game. Either Phantom Pain or the whatever the other one, the prequel one is. An East Coast con would be cool. Someone at work told us about a board game convention in Philly. Need to find out more. Are they talking about PAX Unplugged? It happens in December. I was there. I'll probably be there this year too. Maybe. Actually, it might be in Disney when it's going on. I'm not 100% sure. But it's probably PAX Unplugged, Dave. If it is, it's a really good convention. It's really, really busy. It's a massive, massive convention. What about a Doctor Strange mural? Where are you people coming from? Also, didn't Shieldbox get delayed? Yeah, it's a March 7th. Brandon Lee, thank you. Yes, to both. Board game, I know the video game is great. Well, 2 or 3 are great. The others, whoa. Unless you're talking about 5 not being great, then I can get on board. But I've only done 2 missions so far, but have fun. Nice. Oh, Zelda's another top 3 for me. Actually, it's probably my top 3. Right? Is Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy, Zelda, or like my top 3 video game IPs that if I play just those, it's fine. Yeah. I'm also a huge Mortal Kombat fan. But now I gotta ask, a favorite Final Fantasy game. So number 1 of all time is 7 OG. I've played OG 7 a bunch of times. I'm actually playing it again now with the mods, so it's got full voice acting and better graphics and stuff like that. So 7's number 1 by far. So it's 7, then 9, then probably 12, and then 10, probably 10, then 12. 10 and 12, I could switch back and forth. 13's kind of up there. I wasn't as big of a fan of 6 as a lot of people are. Like 1 through 5 is near the bottom. I mean, they're all fine. Like I don't hate them or anything. They're just different. They have a very different feel. And then 15 is kind of down there. I don't like open world Final Fantasy that much. I don't think it's not how I want to play the game. It just wasn't enjoyable for me. And then 16, I've only played the first like 2 hours. I still want to play it, but I'm going through. I finished a remake of Final Fantasy 7, and I gotta do Rebirth now, which obviously we're doing on the channel. So make sure you watch those videos. Oh god, everyone's talking now. Okay, so I was shocked by your Final Fantasy video the other day. I only know the 16-bit color ones with 4 heroes on turn basic. You were like futuristic third-person shooter combat game. Yeah, they've changed. They stopped doing turn-based. What was that, around 15, I guess, right? I mean, I guess for the MMOs they weren't turn-based. So that was 14 and 11, right? But yeah, 12 had like a weird active thing too. Original MGO one, or I assume it's Metal Gear Solid, held the top 100 on Sneak Mode and top 700 in TD. Metal Gear Solid is top 3, like you said, yeah. Or original Metal Gear. I got you. Nothing extra. Get a massive Hulk cutout and put behind me for my vids. That'd be awesome. I'm in the Philly area. Maybe check it out next year. Yeah, definitely do. If you do go, try to go Friday. There's less people. Sunday's really busy, and I don't think it's as worth it. But Friday is usually a lot less busy. Go then, if you can. If you can go all 3 days, then go all 3 days. I didn't like Metal Gear Solid 2 or 5. Oh, that's sad. I like 2. 2 at the time when it played, I was disappointed, and I've grown to appreciate it for how far ahead of the curve it was at the time. But I also, at the time, really did not want to play Raiden. I wanted to play Snake. So, don't feel bad. I spent a lot on Eclipse, Dawn of the Second Galaxy, never touched it. Where does Kingdom Hearts rank in your IP? I've only ever played the first one. So, I have them. I need to play them. But I'm not a big Kingdom Hearts guy. 4 is fine for Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, it's just like you're just watching the movie. That's the only problem with 4. Like, I'm happy with the way the story concluded. Like, I like the story. I just wish I played for more than 6 minutes. 13 hands down. I know, Ziggy, you love it. Yeah, I haven't even added all the spin-offs and stuff like that. I think I forgot about 8. 8 I've only ever played once, and like I didn't mind it, but 6 is amazing. I respect 6, but I didn't love it. The problem is I didn't play 6 at the time it came out, and I feel like my perception is warped. You know what I mean? Like, because I played 7 when it came out. And I feel like if somebody played OG 7 now, they'd be like, why were people raving about how great this game was? And it was like genre defining and whatnot. And I feel like that's where I am with 6, if that makes sense. Because like I played 7, 8, 9, 10, and then went back to 6. And I was like, okay, like it's good. But I didn't think it was like on the same level as most of those. But I think that's just because I have a warped perception of it. Final Fantasy 16 took 15 years of my life. Holy cow. Oh, Final Fantasy 10 I. That's 11. Oh, the MMO. Oh, God. Yeah, I bet. Ian does 7, 6, 4, 1, 13. I need to play 9 through 15. 9 is one of my favorites. But there's also, like, sentimental childhood memories attached to them. Got my ES Elder Scrolls. It's a lot of game for sure. Typical learning mountain. Good so far. More like an RPG adventure than too many bones, in my opinion. Okay, I'm interested. I was saying earlier, also welcome chat, Mike. It's right behind me, my box. Oh, God. That's my Elder Scrolls on the ground. I gotta open it. I hope MK1 gets a Game of the Year edition with all his DLC. Holding off for so long as I just want everything in one package. Yeah, I feel like they keep sending me emails every now and again. It's like, hey, you unlocked a new DLC. I was like, oh, I have to play them soon. Have you played Final Fantasy Tactics? I did once when I was younger, so I don't remember it super well. I remember liking it. I remember thinking it was good. I just don't remember as well. Not being a Final Fantasy fan, I read that comment as favorite fantasy flight game. FF Tactics is great. I love Tactics Advanced, but didn't get into FF Tactics. Everyone I was with on my Japan trip highly recommended 9. They said it was kind of response to how 8 was received, though 8 is the only one I have played properly and finished. Yeah, I feel like 9, they went back old school. Nine was like, to me, like a return to form of like the old school like fantasy settings and like, you know, like more mystical. When 7 and 8 were more like futuristic and stuff. And so was 6 too, because I forgot the mix. 6, 7, and 8 were all futuristic, and this was kind of like back in the past. You know what I mean? But I like 9 if you can. So one other thing I'll mention too with all this, if you play 7 on the PC, play with the 7th Heaven mod, download a bunch of the mods. I can show you all on Discord sometime if you want to know the ones I use. For 8, use the Junction mod, and for 9, use the Midori mod. They will make all of it much, much better. Like 9, like I can't imagine playing it anymore without the Midori mod. It just makes it such a better experience. So mod them all. They're really easy mods. I will teach any of you how to do it at any time. But I think it's the best way to play the game. Like they were buying lots of Final Fantasy IX merch while I was there. That's awesome. But wait, that's awesome that Japan still has all that merch for Final Fantasy IX. I love that game. I always feel weird because I always put it in my top 3. And I always feel like I'm getting like looked down upon. They're like, you like that one? It's like, yeah, I like it. It's a good story. It's fun. It's also got some really hard weapons to get. It's right about Final Fantasy. I was playing the original and it was life-changing. Yeah. I think I think that's like my problem with 6. 9 is up there with 7 for me. Also, welcome Lauren. I feel that. Rebirth is pretty good. 16 is kind of like watching a movie with a little bit of gameplay. Yeah, Rebirth, I'm only however far the thing I've shown is. It definitely feels like, so no spoilers please, because I haven't made that far in Rebirth yet. It definitely feels like it's gonna be alternate timeline stuff with what they're doing with Zack, because he's dead. Like he shouldn't be there. So it looks like they're doing alternate timeline stuff, which I'm kind of interested in how they're gonna do that. But we'll see. So but 16 watching movie, I feel that again, I went through the Metal Gear Solid 4 saga, so I feel like I can do it again, you know what I mean? So also howdy. You need to experience it when it comes out. Yeah. I installed StarCraft 2 6 years ago and I haven't explored another game since. I love blowing off steam on ranked in that. Otherwise solo board games. That's awesome. I was that way with Diablo 2. And then a bit with Diablo 3. But Diablo 2 came out a while ago. And my entire high school and most of my college experience was just playing that game. So I played that game for about 6 years straight. And loved it. Absolutely loved it. And then 3, and then I graduated college, or maybe I had to stop doing poorly in college. So then stopped playing it and played other things too. But that's not true. I would play other games as well, but I played a lot of Diablo 2. Like a lot of Diablo 2. I wish I could see on my CD what the original amount I played was. Once I have Mortal Kombat 1, I'll be letting you know so I can finally play Cage and give you that. Yeah, bring it. I grew up with the original Final Fantasy on Nintendo. I still dig it. That's awesome. 9 was great. I agree. 7 was kind of like the beginning of all the hype. Yeah. I mean, that's how I got into it, because everyone was talking about like this new Final Fantasy game. And I was like, what the heck is this? Because I was in like 4th or 5th grade when it came out or something like that. And I remember getting it. And I got stuck on that demon wall boss for like a while. But anyway, it was a good time, and then I got stuck for a while. I got upset with the game, and then finally beat it because I had a bad tendency of not leveling up enough, and then blew through the rest of it. And when you get to like certain scenes, and you know what I'm talking about, I was just like, video games can make you feel things? Question mark. If you were to sum up Final Fantasy in 2 or 3 sentences, what would you say? It depends on the one. So none of them, let me rephrase that. Very few of them relate to each other. Generally speaking, most Final Fantasy games are a story following a pack of either friends or coworkers or something along those lines, trying to overcome something. So a lot of Final Fantasy is overcoming adversity or trying to defeat the man or the government or whatever it may be. Early on, Final Fantasy was turn-based. So it wasn't like action fighter where like you mash buttons or whatever. There was some strategy to it in a different way. So yeah, it's to me, and the other thing that makes it great is that pretty much every single one has like a really gripping story. Some of the early ones, not as much. It's not that they don't, but they just didn't for me, I guess. But they have some stories. So Diablo 2 and Counter-Strike were the LAN games in high school. Yeah. LAN parties were an outdated concept. It's so sad. I was just telling a coworker about LAN parties the other day. So many quick death matches. We were big in Smash. We played a lot of Super Smash, like original OG Super Smash. Wolfenstein enemy territory, and GoldenEye, of course. We were N64 kids. I mean, I had a PlayStation, loved it, but I don't think we ever did anything else besides because we couldn't afford PCs. I wish I present friend group 21 years later. Is that crazy? Video games can make you feel things. Just have me laughing out loud, dude. I don't know. You know what's funny too is because Final Fantasy VII was the first game. Final Fantasy VII was the first game that made me feel things, and then played Metal Gear Solid after that, and I was like, oh my god, like this is storytelling. Because I was used to like SNES and N64 where it was like Zelda, and I love Zelda, but the storytelling isn't like phenomenal in Zelda. Okay, let me phrase that. Ocarina of Time storytelling was good. I feel like because I was too young, a lot of it went over my head. Like I just wanted to hit things with a sword, and that's what I did, right? And as I played the game later in my life, I got more the nuances of the story than I did as a child. So I feel like I didn't get it because it just, some of it went over my head. Like a lot of Majora's Mask story went over my head as a child, and it was a lot more messed up. Like I realized that later on in life. Final Fantasy is like a game about sin. Get it? People don't understand the dedication for LAN parties. Everyone carting PCs somewhere else in the 90s, spending a lot of time troubleshooting networking errors and finally playing games until someone crashes. Yeah. Well, that, and we would drag TVs everywhere. For like Halo LAN parties, we drag TVs. You had to bring all the different cables and stuff. You had to find a basement and like all the surge protectors and stuff. And you're carting around CRTVs, right? So they're just these massive 13-inch TVs. Oh my god. It was rough times. Final Fantasy 1 and figuring out the loot opens the entrance to the final dungeon. I lost my... Yeah, dude. Final Fantasy X was sin? Yeah. Final Fantasy X was another one that, like, when it first came out, I remember thinking this isn't very good. And as the story went along, it was like, oh, this is getting deep fast. Final Fantasy X was a really deep game. But one person whose computer doesn't work when they got there. My dad finished a basement. He made sure to have network ports all over the basement so folks could plug in. That's awesome. Which is also like useful now, right? Like if you ran like not a mesh network, but like a good like fast internet, you could have like use all the LAN ports. Like that's something that like if you did it right with like LAN cables, that would still work well today. Like I wish I had that in this room. 7, 8, 9, 10 was the best in my opinion. I agree. That was a really good run they had. I also don't mind 12. I know people hate on 12. I think the Zodiac Age is a better form of it, but I still like it. Just unlock core memories of trying to play LAN together, Windows 98 or Windows XP. Dude, Windows XP was goated. I remember we held on to Windows XP for so long. Final Fantasy X opening music. Is that Return of Xanakin, right? Yeah, dude, it's good. We're lugging those big fat monitors around, bringing back memories. Oh, yeah. Final Fantasy X was great because you could absolutely break it and become godlike with little effort. The international version was really interesting in that game because it was really, really tough. Where like you didn't, what was it? You started in the same spot of the sphere grid, I think it was. So like it was like harder to branch out. It was really, really weird. Yeah, quite the adventure getting internet set up in this new office. Fun LAN cables. Yeah. 13 was good too. I remember I couldn't wait to get out of work to go play. Okay, so here's my weird thing with 13. I feel like 13 got hate for no reason. Like 13, people were like, oh, it's just like walking down a bunch of corridors over and over and over. It's like, bro, have you played most of the Final Fantasy games? Like that's what most of them are, right? Like 12, besides like the cities you're in, like, well, 12, nah, that's not true. I get why they say from 12. 12, they did like the open world concept, and it wasn't great because it was all like small section maps, right? So you just like small section, small section. But I guess in that small section you could do whatever you want. But it was just like a corridor that's fat because it wasn't like a ton of branching directions. Generally speaking, there's only one way to go. It was like the illusion of an open world. And in the cities, they were just like overpopulated and whatever. They were trying to force open world in every game, dude. I hate open world in every single game. I was relieved that 13 did not have open world. Like I still to this day, This is one of the reasons I don't like Metal Gear Solid 5 as much, is because it's open world. Um, and I just don't find that enjoyable. That's not fun to me. Like I don't enjoy that. And oh my god, sorry. I have like nightmares with that again. I wish they could go back to turn-based instead of live action. I agree. I wish everything was back to turn-based. It helped that I grew up in a house designed for a family of 8. Nice. And most people had moved out by the time the LAN parties were a thing. And then one of my friend's son was a minister, and we were able to use a church hall for a LAN one time. That's amazing. 10 hours were very, very, very linear. It wasn't until after that you could start developing characters the way you wanted. Yeah, but I felt like that was good. Like I remember 13 I enjoyed pretty much all the way through. I remember there was really hard parts with it, but I liked the linearness of it. Witcher 3 is top 5 game for me. Yeah, that was a good one. I think they did it well. Some I do like, some open world. Either's same. I do not like open world for games either for the most part. Yeah. I just remember thinking like, okay, so 5 is open world, or I'm sorry, not 5. 15 is open world, right? This is the open world. It was not a good Final Fantasy game. Like, if you ask me which would you rather play, 13 or 15, like I'm gonna pick 13 every single time. Like, sorry, the sickness. Like 15 was fine, but God, I had to drive a car everywhere because the world was so open. So let's drive this car all the way over there. And then finally, when I could make the car fly, it was better. But like that's a while before that happens. So you're just like sitting there driving this car for a while, and you're just like, holy cow, I don't need it to be this open. But the pro trip. Also Zero, I don't know if I said hi. The story I didn't mind. Actually, the story I didn't mind, but that's because I played the Together edition with all the DLC included. But that story is still not finished. If Diamond's Edge ever shows up, he does a whole thing and he'll talk about it because he like watched the anime or movies or whatever. But yeah, mentioning the car from Final Fantasy 15 gives me PTSD, dude. It's rough. It's rough. And like 16 is less open world, right? I haven't made it that far, but it looks like you're selecting places to go. Like they've learned their lesson. Don't ever do that again. You really need a good travel system with that kind of world. The Spider-Man games recently nailed it, so they find the swing from place to place. I only played Spider-Man 1, but yeah, it was fun to get around, right? Like some places do it well. The first Zelda, I think, did it, or I'm sorry, Breath of the Wild, I feel like did it pretty well because it's pretty easy to get from place to place. Like it's a big world, but it's like kind of obvious where you should go. Like you could go wherever you want, but like once you get to that section, it feels like a smaller section. If that makes sense. And then it's easy to teleport around once you get there. It's kind of open world, but it's really just linear through its ways. You do get, yeah, okay. Plus, you get to play a story with your full eyes or go full MMO. I've never been big into MMOs like that. Like, I mean, I guess like except for Diablo, but I don't consider Diablo an MMO. So I never got into it, but you're right. 16 was a step in the right direction. Yeah. What about Spider-Man 2? I've never played it. I'll be completely honest. I have so many other games I'd rather play that it's lower on the list. Also, welcome, Jacob. Like I play a lot of the old JRPGs with like the Trails games and stuff like that now, and what else have I been playing? I guess that's the big ones. I've been playing a lot of Atelier right now. And I like it non-open world. It was great when you followed the story. If you got lost in exploring, it was easy to get bored. Yeah, I agree. It was super hard on purpose, and now that I think about it, it was as open world as NES games could get back then. Yeah, the original Zelda was legit open world game. Like if you plopped in, it just went, go figure it out. Like it was the first open world game, and it worked well because it was like not that big of a map, right? And there was like certain spots you just couldn't get to yet, so it worked well in that sense. Zelda 2 now was an absolute pile of trash. Actually, it wasn't that bad. It was bad, but it wasn't that bad. A Link to the Past is still my favorite. I miss Marvel Heroes, the Diablo-style Marvel game that the Diablo 2 creator made. I didn't even know about that one. We had to call Nintendo hotline for a long time ago. Yeah, I remember that. I remember I would get stuck on video games all the time. when the internet was still becoming a thing and Al Gore was inventing it. I remember early on, like you just get stuck in video games and you had to like talk to your friends or buy the guide or whatever. And I remember seeing a commercial for Game Facts. Maybe you call it Game FAQs, FAQs.com or whatever you want to call it. I always call it Game Facts, whatever. But anyway, that's when I first learned about that website. It was the first time I learned about message boards, right? And I was like, oh my God, this is a whole new world. And that's what I learned for the rest of my life on until later on in life when I just watched YouTube videos. But yeah. Zelda 2 was my favorite. Link to the Past was amazing. Link to the Past is amazing. Zelda 2, though, is Link, The Adventures of Link, right? Link to the Past is my favorite Zelda. That's the third Zelda. I backed it with the highest tier. My game was the Founders, and it meant that I had to unlock every hero. Nice. Service went offline a few years ago. That's sad. I think there's a fan server edition. Wow. You see the Stream Raider news? What? What's Stream Raider news? What's Stream Raider news? What are you telling me? I'm loading it right now. Better not tell me bad news. No, it's still here. Get out of here. Ending March? Where does it say that? What? What? Why would they do this to me? Doesn't they know this is like 50% of my content? How do you know? Yeah. Zoe says after 6 years of bringing captains and their viewers together, streamers are going to be shutting down in 2 months. This was something we hoped not have to say for a long, long time. We're going to show you. Oh my God. My entire content on this channel is nuked. What's the point of anything now? Let's deal with it. Okay, we've explored every path and done a lot of work to try and avoid shutting down the game. Bro, you could have been charging people. This conversation led to an opportunity to get some funding to launch Arena Kingdoms. Realized subsidize rates a bit long. The revenue sustain the full company. We've tried. They paid out $2 million to streamers and they couldn't get funding. Bro, it seems like they need an accountant. So, what is it? I don't even know if streamers get even half. I'm trying to think now. If streamers got half, I don't even think they got half. I think you could have changed it though. There's so much they could have done to monetize it. All right, let me get back to that in a second. GameFAQs was one of the websites I used to live on back in the day. I love the one in the N64. Yeah, Ocarina of Time. That's a good one. It was one of those games you need to experience at the time. The other one was unbelievable, and 2 was so hard it was a grind, but fun and rewarding. Yeah. I got the book from the library to get through Myst. Oh, Myst. I remember when Myst first happened, we got both the original endings, and you're like, what the heck? Before you found the green book? Ugh. I hold you responsible. You created an addiction to me, and now I need to find something else to replace it? Bro, there's nothing replacing this. Speaking of which, I guess for one last time, boys. And yet Marbles is still going? Bro, Marbles doesn't even make any money. Like, it seems like they have financial issues. It's been far too long for Marbles, I know. Like, if you're paying that much to streamers, there's a way that you are monetized. Like, you could be fiscally profitable here. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And again, okay, what you do is something as stupid and silly as like what Elon has done with Twitter, and you have a paid tier. You charge people $5 a month or whatever it is, and like it features them on the homepage or something stupid, so you get more people into the stream and stuff. Like, you already have the servers. Whatever. All right, this was freaky to me, and I don't know why, dude. It was weird. It was a weird time. So trying to figure out how I missed Final Fantasy VII when it came out. Yeah, I feel like that was everywhere. There is a paid tier, but it wasn't worth it. What, for this game? I never saw a thing that for me to give it money. I could buy skins, but that's the same thing. I wanted to do something that did something for my community, and that's what they should do. Like, if me as a streamer would have to like pay my money, and like my entire group got like some bonus, right? Like, that's what you would do. It's not for a captain. You get an extra reward in each captain level. Bro, I've never seen that. I could tell them why their paid system has failed. It should be popping up in my face every 10 seconds. All right. Should we get to Metal Gear Solid? Okay, so because you're a captain and not an elite warrior like me. Fair enough. Okay. Are we all settled? Yeah, we're settled. All right, I don't think we need the rule book as much. So this is the intergrade version. So I don't know. I don't know if everyone has like the whole comic book thing, but it's pretty sweet and well done in here. I'm not going to read this all because I'm sick, but just trust me, it's really, really good. So anyway, stage 1. Give me 1 second. Okay. This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me? Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake? Looks like the elevators in the back is the only way up. Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. Let's go over some basics in case you need a refresher. Your mission is divided up into stages. At the top, you'll see this is stage 1, just under the stage title. Yeah, do you see that? Yeah, stage 1. Just under the stage title, you see how many players can play this stage. Yeah, that's me. It's sneaking stage. It says it's a sneaking stage for 1 player, so I'm going in alone. I did say this was a 1-man infiltration mission, but many other stages support more characters. There are 2 types of stages, sneaking and boss stages. Each stage has its own setup and special rules. Don't worry, I'll instruct you by codec on how to set up each stage once you get there. For now, follow up the instructions. Okay, got it. Cool. And do the Snake voice? I wish I knew David Hayter. It's like, bro, can you come on? Can we make it a thing? You're like I mean, if I wasn't sick, I'm just saying. Okay, so you gotta put the map out. It's a very small board for this mission, which is nice. So, board, tile, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we need girds. 1 goes there, facing that way. And 1 goes here, facing this way. And 1 goes here, facing this way, and Snake goes over there. Okay, cool. Hoplo dice tower. If they had a Snake dice tower, I'd do it, man. I need one that looks like the tower he jumps off of later on. All right, so we have all of them. We have the elevator. We have the other shaft thing, which we'll worry about later. Okay. Okay. Shuffle the 7 red guard cards and shuffle 10 of the 20 blue ones, returning the unused ones to the box. Stack the blues above the reds. Seven red order guard cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I thought this wasn't supposed to be, it was supposed to be on the bottom, but I guess that's wherever. All right, so apparently there's a game over one in here. So that's sad that you get that right away. So that's that. And now we get to get 10 from here. Gears of War was a good board game. Kind of reminded me of it. Never got into it. Gears of War was like a love-hate game for me. Like, I liked it, but I didn't like love it, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll go over the basics of all this. I had to play in a second. So don't worry. All right. Shuffle this card, 6-card reaction cards. Let me put this in here. Shuffle these bad boys. Whoops. Actually, you know what we have to do? Ooh, wait. All right, YouTube, Twitch. Oh, wait, let me make sure I'm still doing this correctly. I can't remember if I changed my settings. Twitch VOD track is on too. Okay. If I do this correctly. Here we go. For Twitch, sorry, YouTube, you won't hear anything. But for Twitch, you'll get the original soundtrack from Metal Gear Solid. I figure I'll give you something a little extra. Twitch. All right. Place Snake's dashboard in front of me. Place the 4 action tokens. Okay, did that. One is in the elevator. Yeah. Once we get there. All right. So then we have the different events and stuff, player actions. Okay, it goes over all the rules and stuff. I think it's pretty easy. Game overs card after all the gates activations. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. Red under the blue? Yes. So, the way this generally works, generally speaking, actually, I think most of it's on the back, so it should be pretty easy. A lot of weird noises. Okay. Yeah, okay, we're good. So you're going to do your player phase, which is you have these 4 tokens, right? And on these 4 tokens, you place them onto your board to do your actions. So you can see like these all cost 1 token. This costs 2. This costs X amount. 1, 1, 2. Red under the blue cards? No, you're right. Red under blue. Those red ones. The reaction ones just go to the side. And then 2 here for silent takedown. This just talks about like who Snake is and whatever. So basically what we could do is we can do we could sneak, which is just move 1 space at a time. So right, we can this remind me of my Gears of War board game. There you go. So you could do like sneaking, going each way, whatever. The guard direction matters, and on their actual thing, there's like a little arrow that points the way it is. Oh shoot. Is that the right way? I think that's the right way. Yeah. So the direction matters and how like their movements work and stuff like that. We'll probably go back to the rules every now and again to get it. But basically you do your 4 actions and then the game does its actions. So you draw and resolve the top card of this deck, and then this card will basically say like what it does or what the game does. Everyone on the board's gonna do something. So I mean, we're sneaky snake, right? So realistically, what's probably gonna happen is like this guy's gonna come down here and patrol this way. This guy wants to patrol this way, and this guy wants to patrol this way. The way the order of operations goes for all of them is based off of this token right here. This is why this like token's here. It just means you're doing it in book order, right? So you go this line, there's no enemies. This line, no enemies. This line, okay, there's one, so you do him. This line, there's one, so you do him. None, and then you do him, right? So that's why that's there, in case you're wondering why it looks like that. This is because if you play the map sideways or something like that, like if I had like this map like turned like this, you would just turn this token like this so I could still do it the correct way. That's all that is. Okay. So you can perform up to 4 actions. You could do the same action several times, right? So my zigzag token got eaten by my new puppy. Oh no, that's sad. So you could do sneak 4 times, right? So it's not like you have to do 4 different actions. You could do several. So what I'm thinking is, if we do a dash, we can move 2 spaces. The problem is there's a chance for noise. The way noise happens is you roll one of these dice for each time you make a noise action. You can tell because there's a little blue circle right here. And that means that it's opportunity for noise to be discovered. So let's say you like dash twice, right? You roll 2 dice and I didn't get a 1. If you get a 1, it's like the exclamation point from the game. And then a noise marker goes down and they will go investigate that noise marker. Okay. It gets a little kind of weird with the rules, but we'll be good. Combat I don't know as well, so we'll get there when we get there, right? I don't think we'll really need to. All right, so if we just sneak slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4, it just get us here, which isn't terrible because we could probably rush it there. Actually, I actually don't hate that. 1, 2, 3, 4. The zone, how far can guards move? It depends. The card will tell us. We don't fully know how far they can move. Their line of sight thing is kind of interesting too. So for example, all right, hold on, let me just put this here so I don't forget. For example, right now, I'm not in this guard's line of sight. And the reason being is because there is an object that's technically in our way. This black line shows that it's in our way. Now, if I was here, I'd be in this guy's line of sight, right? So a lot depends on what's in around you. They have a really good map or a illustration showing how it kind of works. So basically, you have to check 2 things. One, is the guard facing your direction? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Then 2, you draw a box around it, and if there's any obstacle within that box, then they lost line of sight. So for example, this guy is, yes, facing the correct way because it's down and we are below them, even though there's a wall here, but there's a wall there. And even if you could somehow draw a theoretical line that way or whatever, it doesn't matter. There's an obstacle in the way. So thus, he can't see you. So it's kind of weird sounding, especially if like they were like right next to you. How didn't they see you? Well, think about it, like in the game, you're right against the wall, right? They don't really see you. That's kind of. I think we're going to take our time though. I think we're going to do all 4 actions of Snake to be super sneaky. Got to be super sneaky. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll go there. So that's our entire what we do. Now we have to draw and resolve the top card of their deck. And their cards will tell us what to do. So you go just in order of what it is. So the very first one is basically saying if somebody was knocked out, in the game when you knock somebody out and the stars are spinning, if they had 2 stars, it would go down to 1. If they had 1, it would go down to none. All right, but we haven't knocked anyone out or anything like that, so we can skip that top one. The next one is for the camera. The camera basically changed the direction it's looking, but we don't have any cameras, so we don't have to worry about that. Then the bottom part is order of operations. So is the alert symbol out there? The alert symbol looks like this. It's not in the table, so we don't have to worry about that right now. Basically, if there's an alert, these guards would move faster. They move 5 spaces. And then we do the rest of these things. So we check for those symbols on the board, this symbol on the board, and if not, they just patrol. All right, so if there was a skull or a star, they would go to those things first, I believe. And if there was a blue question mark, then they would go to that thing. And if not, they just do their standard patrol. Again, I think most of these things should be in the tutorial part 1 when it goes over in the guards section. Cameras. All right, yes. Activate the guards. Activate guards in all active zones. We only have 1 zone, so starting with the zone closest to the guard priority token, we don't have any of that, so we don't have to worry about that. When a guard activates, it becomes the active guard and will do a variety of things depending on the mode that they're in. The guard priority token represents the top left corner of the map. I don't know what that means. Represents the top left corner of the map. Oh, that's just the zigzag thing. Okay, so you check for line of sight. So important. The active guard ends their movement after they either attack a player, resolve any guard reaction, or is unable to move any further. Right. So guards keep doing guard stuff until one of those three things, and they check for guard reactions. Basically, a guard reactions anytime an active guard is on a exclamation point or a blue question mark or one of the other like knockout tokens. It resolves a guard reaction. Okay, that's fine. So alert mode, we don't have to do that because we're not in that. Investigative mode, which is the active guard is not in alert mode and is nearest or tied to the nearest for any blue question mark or there's a star or crossbones in their line of sight. Okay, so we don't have to do any of that. So none of that stuff is being done. So there's just patrol. So the active guard is in patrol mode. A guard in patrol does not have a target space that they're moving toward. Instead, they patrol their zone for any signs of intrusion, moving space equal to the blue number. So there right now is just moving 3. In the left arrow, we'll get into what that is in a second. So, guards will move in the direction they are facing as far as they can. If they would move into an obstacle, such as a wall or a locked door, or there are no other available spaces in the direction they would move, the guard will find a new path. So on a arrow icon, they will turn facing a certain way. On a visible rotating whatever, they will either rotate or not with remaining movement and whatever. That's fine. All right. So at least one occupied saves. Okay. Okay. That's what it is. Okay. So for example, we go in book order, right? So this guy's going to move first. He's got to move 3 spaces. So he's going to move 1, but he can't go that way. So he's going to go whatever has the way of least or the quickest way to go. So he's going to turn to the left and move 2, 3. Okay, so now he's moved his entire 3 movement and he went to the left, not turned around because he would go a different way. If he landed on this space, he would change his direction. That's what these arrows mean. Or if he was walking this way and went into this wall, then he had 2 options of which way to go and they were equal. He would do whatever the card said. And the card would say go left, so he would go left. But we didn't do that. Okay, so now this guy, what does he move? 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3. Again, not in line of sight. And this is the last guy. 1, 2, 3. Again, not in line of sight. So far, very sneaky, very good. We get our action tokens back, and that's like it. We did one whole thing. Now, obviously, if they see me, different things happen. They start attacking, whatever. A lot more can happen, but that's very basic turn structure of what's going to happen. Okay, so we don't deal the guard reactions because there's nothing for them to react to, right? They didn't do the question mark or anything like that or the exclamation point, so we don't do anything with that. Okay, so let me just make sure nothing crazy is happening. Okay. Now I get to move. So I could move in the 1, 2, 3. If I move here, though, well, he's not going to be in my line of sight. That might not be terrible. What I could do is I could dash, right? So if I do a dash of 1, 2, 3, or I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, I can at least get up here. The only problem is, what's the objective? The objective is to get to spot A. Eventually in the video game, once we hit this spot, the elevator is going to come down with a guard on it. We need to hide and then move on with our lives. But that's our objective. So, and this is the tutorial mission. There's 2 tutorial missions. This is the first one. And it's just to like teach you the basics of the game. Then after that, the next 12 are like the real stuff. So it's a guard in your zone. I think. Ugh. Yeah, let's try dashing. So we're gonna dash. Go 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So now we take a die. The reason we're doing this is because on the dash, it says that we make a little bit of noise. That's what this little blue symbol is here. If we roll a 1, they're going to start investigating that space and stuff is going to happen. If I roll anything else, I'm okay. So I thought it was still chat time until the AP pause. All right. All right. So we rolled a 6. We're good, right? So they don't hear any noise. We don't have to worry about it. All's good. All right. So now it's their turn. We do the same exact thing. So we flip over the top card. Nothing is stunned or anything, so we don't have to worry about the top stuff. There's no change in the camera, but we don't have a camera, and there's no exclamation point out there, so we don't have to worry about that. So they're just doing their normal patrol movement still. So again, they're moving 3 spaces, so we go in order. So it goes 1, 2, 3. So he goes 1, and now he has 2 different ways he can go. He's going to turn to the left, his left, which would be 2, 3. It would have been nicer if he were to turn the other way, because now he's going to come down this way, which is actually bad for us. Oh, I have to think about that now. That's not 100% great. Okay, and then this guy is going to be 1, 2, 3. Okay. Interesting. Who? I don't love that. Because the thing is, all right, no matter what card he gets, he's going to start going this way, most likely. There's very few reasons why he wouldn't. Which means we'd have to get there. So how... In order to get A, I think we just have to get on the spot, if I remember. Let me see. Can't fully remember. I think we just have to land on A. Hold on, let me double check. Excuse me. And then if they start shooting me, it's also not great for me. It will end poorly. Oh, let me double check something really quick. All right. Let me just double check something. Yeah, just land on it and the event triggers. That's all you have to do. Okay, cool. Then can you keep moving after it? Or is it trigger it and end? Like, can I trigger it and run away? Yeah, I think I can. Okay. So my only issue is the guard's going to come down on that tile. So for example, hold on, stage 1. So the guard comes down. Technically, there's a guard here. So what's going to happen is if this elevator comes down, bro's going to have a line of sight right here. Right? If he comes down there. Oh yeah, there's event A. There we go. Whenever you move in this space with an event token, you'll follow the instructions. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. So immediately resolve its action labeled. Okay, it was before I thought it was. Okay, cool. So the question is, what I'd have to do, because he's going to come down and have line of sight here, and this guy's going to have one. So like I would need to like run, but I don't have enough running to do. Because I could do 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm gonna be in that guy's line of sight. I don't think I'm ready. Go around the backside behind him. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I have to go around this guy and have this like follow this guy around, right? That's probably the safer bet. So let's do that. Because I think if this guy comes down, there's no way, and this is a sneaking mission. So, giant lasagna, thank you, dude.
Snake, snake, snark.
Steak. So let's do 4 sneaks. Lasagna, I appreciate that. 16 months, dude. Thank you for the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we're gonna do 4 sneaks. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, be right behind him, holding her little gun thing. Okay, I think that's good then. So now that was our 4 actions. So we do the card. Again, nobody's knocked out. There's no cameras. There's no one on alert. There's none of those other tokens. They just do patrol. They're moving 4 spots now. So he's going left. All right. We do this guy first. So he's going to go 1. He's going to turn left because that's what the card says to do is turn. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic. It says right. So he turns right. So that's 2, 3, 4. Now, this arrow means he would turn. But if he turns, he would just be facing the wall. So I think he turns all the way around, if I remember correctly. It faces the other way because he's got to turn right until there's a way he can face. I think that's how that works. Let me double check that really fast. Okay. The guard will find a new path. Find a new path. An active guard may need to find a new path when they are not able to move any further in their current direction or end with a turn thing. They will do this by turning either left or right as face in the direction at least one unoccupied space they could potentially move into, e.g. around corners. If there are paths both left and right, the guard will turn to the direction that is shown in the guard turn order. Oh, wait. Or end their movement. If they do this by turning either left or right to face a direction that's at least. So he could just turn one direction. He would go this way. Never mind. So they will do this by turning either left or right to face a direction that has at least one unoccupied space they could potentially move into, i.g. around corners. Yeah. If there are available paths both left and right, they will turn in the left or right direction shown in the guard card. If there are no paths left or right, the active guard will turn a direction left or right until they face one they can move to. They do this by turning left or right. By a new path, they will not be able to move into it. Or they end on that movement. All right. Elevator is lower down the board, I think, out of line of sight. Is it? Let me see. Did I have it in the wrong spot? No, that's right. It's the touch point for it is right in there. So like this tile is going to come into the spot 2 when it activates. Right? That's this whole thing that it shows. So this guy isn't like here. He's gonna come down and be right there on the elevator. This is just showing like an empty elevator stop. I'm late to this game, but thank you for your discount. Buy the same token. I'm counting down the minutes until they arrive for the new. Dude, that's awesome to hear. Congratulations. Make sure you show us in the Discord how it looks when you're done. Okay, so we have that. Then we do this one. What did I say? 4 spices? 1, 2, 3, 4. And now he's gonna turn a different way. Cool. And then this guy is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's going to turn because he landed on a turn spot. So he's going to work his way down that way. All right, we're very sneaky, chat. Very, very proud of us. I'm actually going to wait 41 seconds. So my few people doing Stream Raiders, we could do that really quick. And I can cough. Game looks so cool. You killing me? More money I'm going to spend? Yeah. We haven't even gotten into the fighting aspect. There's a YouTuber that has a really good video, like slicker something. I'll look up in a second. He's got a really good video series on this game. Kill streamers prematurely, looks like. I know, right? All right, so we do 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is pod racing. Josh, are you crushing everything for us? Thank you. I'll have to find something else for you to be addicted at. Can you make your own stream raiders, please? Should I even collect all this stuff? Is it even worth it anymore? All right, let's see. Yes, you did. I don't want to take that away from you all. All right. Oh, it's a boss fight. One last time. All right, cool. All right. Slicker Drips. He's got a really good video series on those. Okay. So now it's our turn. We might as well keep being sneaky, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, he doesn't see us because the way this works is you basically draw a box, but he's not facing the right direction. So if we were like here, let's say, he wouldn't see us because of how this because of how the box formation is. Oh, sorry. Okay. So that was me. Now it's their card. Come on, camera. All right, don't do the top, do the next. Okay, so there's just a normal patrol still, doing 4 and turning right. So we're going order. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 2 ways to turn. He's going to turn right, though. So it turns this way. All right, then he goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this isn't bad for us because what we could do now is hit this spot and run away around this corner. And hopefully this guy doesn't see us or we can circle around or something, right? So we're going to hit spot A to call the elevator and then move back down into here. So we're going to do that. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to do 1, activates this. So this is going to come down. 2, 3, 4. So now what we have to do is where this little circle is, we have to get into that elevator and interact with it. All right. So we literally just do the interact thing. I think normally you have to roll dice to interact with something, but I think for this game or this stage, they just kind of like let you interact with it and call it a day. So let me make sure. Interact with the elevator while your exclamation point is not on the map. So just interact with it. We're good. Okay, cool. So we're hidden now. That's good. Now it's the guard's turn. Be super sneaky. Dude, I bet this gets harder. Oh, for sure. This is us just learning the game. All right, so normal stuff. Now they're moving 5. Ooh, they're moving 5. Okay. So again, you go in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's actually really good for us because he's going to turn a different way. Now, what's interesting, actually, we'll get to it in a second. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no. Okay, so this is where it gets hard now. He has now seen us because we are in the line of sight. So we now have our alert going on, which means things change. We have 2 guys left. We have this guy and this guy. Now, this guy's stuck in the elevator, so we don't have to really worry about him. But it's going to change. Oh, God, we're stuck in the corner, too. All right, we'll deal with this in a second. So this is going to get a bit rough. So, okay. Facing obstacles. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. If there's at least one active in the guard's active zone, if the active guard is alert mode, okay, that's fine. I believe once they get in line of sight, he attacks us, if I remember correctly. Not going to show us. I don't think they have a range in which they can't not attack us, unfortunately. Like, I think they're just going to straight up attack us. So let's make sure. And they, generally speaking, their attack is going to be 2 dice, 2 black dice. We have a defense of 3, so they have to roll a 4, 5, or 6 to deal damage. We only have 4 health, so, you know, we don't want to get shot too much because it's going to hurt. So, if a player is ever in the line of sight, came in guard for any reason, even newly spawned or reviving guards, they are alerted and the player's alert must be placed under the figure. If the player begins a move in the thing, it moves with them. Okay. Enemies and guards and bosses that try to prevent the player accomplishing the mission, okay, that's fine. Attacking. So guard attacks. The attacker must first ensure that their target is within line of sight. Target is within line of sight. So we're going to have him attack us. These two still have to do their things, but they're going to do a bit different. So we're going to roll. Okay, so it's a 1 and a 1, which is really good for us. It means it doesn't hit us. He's a terrible shot. So that's good. Now, what makes it rough is that the rest of the people now move differently. Or a bit differently. I'm pretty sure. I think now that it's active, they change what they do. I could double check really fast, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Oh, we have to do guard reaction, right? The active guard ends their movement after they either attack player or resolve a guard reaction. Do we have to do a guard reaction? I'm pretty sure, right? When they attack us. Anytime anytime the active guard is on the no, they don't. Never mind. They have to be on the space, so they don't. Okay, fine. Okay, so all right, cool. Goes to the bird token when the guard activates, it becomes the active guard, and we'll do a variety of things. Okay, cool. So now this guy's active guard. He is now going to move 6 spaces toward my guy because he heard the noise, right? So he's going to go the quickest way to get to me. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think once he's in line of sight, he doesn't move anymore. I think once he's in line of sight, he calls it a day. And then he's going to attack me. So this is obviously no bueno. We'll attempt to move into the space, moving space up to the red number on the shortest path. Okay. Either attack a player resolving a guard action or is then able to. All right, yeah. So they're going to attack me. Okay, so I'm pretty sure he would just attack me now. So roll. Okay, 1 and a 3. So I have a defense of 3, so it doesn't deal any damage. The 1 doesn't deal any damage. So far, so good. This guy gets kind of stuck behind his own guy. They can't leapfrog their own guys for whatever reason. So we have that going for us. Now, our problem is we need to run away and run away fast. I also think their line of sight counts, which is also not good for us. So let's think about how we're going to do this. Boy, okay. We have no weapons. We can't run away super fast. You can leapfrog their tokens. The problem is when you leapfrog them, I'm pretty sure they attack you, which is not ideal. So you can't activate the elevator while they're. Correct. Not while they're in there, and not while I have this red exclamation point on me. I can't do that. So I need to, if I leapfrog him, pretty sure they attack you. Did you go over a movement of that? An active guard may find himself in a position where they need to resolve. Okay. Um, 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 all right. So I guess we could theoretically run away. Well, how are we going to run away from them? We have to leapfrog the one guy. Does anyone remember? If also welcome Peter. If I leapfrog, I'm pretty sure they deal damage to me. Here we go. Movement. All movement is done orthogonally, never diagonally. Two figures can never occupy the same space. When moving into a space with another figure, it instead moves over that figure. Leapfrogging over any number of figures is still considered one space of movement. So when a player leapfrogs over any enemy figure, they place their exclamation point underneath them. Each enemy that was leapfrogged attacks the player. Line of sight is not required for enemies making this, as they are considered to be attacked by a player when they were leapfrogging. Okay. So that, like, this is still considered one movement, even though it's one. So, I mean, I need to dash, right, a bunch of times. So if I dash 1, 2, so that would be 2 attack done to me. Okay, so 4 does damage. So I have 1 damage done on me. All right, so that was 1. Another dash for 1, 2. The second I get his line of sight, I think he attacks me. I don't know. Maybe that's only for them. Maybe that's. I don't think they do. I think it just triggers an alert. They don't attack me. They only attack me on their thing. All right, we're gonna dash again. So 3, 4. Right now, I'm in no one's line of sight. So this is the last spot they know of my existence, right? And then we're gonna do another 2. 1, 2. So we're running away. This is the last they know of my existence. But we did 4 dashes, which means they could possibly hear movement. Which I think this would take precedent over here then and let them know. I think. If I run away. So, for example, so this just shows an example. If you got into someone's line of sight, they would now know that you were there. So I don't think so. You already are in an alarm state. Yeah, but they don't follow me, right? They lose me at line of sight. Oh, you don't think you need to roll? Okay. Pretty sure you can move diagonally? No. Oh, you sure you can move diagonally? No, but I'd be leapfrogging. Oh, are you thinking I have to leapfrog in a straight line? No. They had a leapfrog example in a turn. No. I know you can do that. Oh, wait. I just saw that in the rule book. No. Hold on. I'm not crazy, chat. I just saw it. So in their own rules, you're leapfrogging. Don't think of me moving diagonally. Think of me going over them. So I'm still moving orthogonally, just over them. So you're still allowed to do that. Yeah, it's weird. Because that's how my mind will work too, right? Is I'm moving diagonally, but I'm like, you're not, or whatever. All right, so our alert thing, we're thinking stays right there, right? Because okay. Action on equipment such as guns, rise because allowed. That's fine. Attention token. Each player has attention token. Investigate and alert side. When a player makes noise or is seen by a guard or camera. All right. So line of sight. Blah blah blah. Is ever in the line of sight a camera or guard for whatever reason, even newly spawned. They have the alert token. That's fine. That's fine. Attacking. That's fine. Yeah, I think they lose it with line of sight. And then I think they're just going to go back to normal after all this. Which will be super nice. I think the alarm token would be down 1 square the last time you were seen by a guard. So I think the only reason I say is because of this diagram. So this guy's line of sight straight down this hallway, and they're saying to put the token underneath you here. Because they know you went 1 spot past there, right? Like they know the direction you're running, and they don't know anything past that. So that's the only reason I think that. If a player is ever in the line of sight, they are alerted, and the player's alert token must be placed under the figure. If the player begins a move in there or moves through a line of sight of one as part of a move, place it under the figure after completing the move. Oh, you have to complete the move? Oh, the move. So that would be the move, and then you would do a different move, not all your moves. That makes sense. Okay. So that would be that. Okay. Sorry, we're getting there, chat. The only thing we have to look up really quick is if they land Karakai.
Man, I'm still here even though this dude is weird Kappa.
Thank you. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you for the 33 months, dude. Hope you're doing well. All right, hold on. The only thing we have to look up really quick is after they do the reaction thing, I think they're done checking it out, right? Is at least one for the space close to the alert move, blah, blah, blah. Turn guard mode. If the other guard is in red, use the red. You know, I get that. The only weird thing is I guess maybe it tells us with the guard reactions. All right, we'll just play through it. I think we'll be all right. All right, so that's that. So we got to do their blue card now. Let's just go through this. I'm currently waiting for my Elder Scrolls Chip Theory games. Sadly, my pledge wasn't on one of the first 2 containers. I got mine. Once they get to that red token, you look at the guard reaction, and the alarm should be gone, and they will go back to okay. All right, thanks, Peter. All right, so we don't have any top 3. We don't have cameras, so they're gonna move 6 spaces. He's first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They stop movement when they get to it, right? So either play resolve any guard or until. All right. So alert mode. They will attempt to move into the space, moving up to the red number on the guard token along the shortest path. Okay, so he's gonna go there. Was yours all in? Yeah. So now he is landing there. He stops his movement. He can't see us because there's a wall right here. And then we do the guard reaction. So it's the red one, right? Oh, I see what you're saying. This makes a lot more sense now. All right, so we have the red one. So it says remove the red token, then reveal the top. Wait. Let's remove this before we forget about it. Then reveal the top guard order card and place it at the bottom of the deck. So this is making us cycle through our deck faster, and there's a game over card in here would be not great. All right, so that's that. Cool. So now they're going to act normally. How's the Metal Gear Solid game? So far, good. So far, good. I like it. All right, so we did him. We do him now. So he's now moving just 5 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he's going to go 1, 2. He can't move any further, so he's not going to do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's exciting to blue stack. Yeah. Okay, so that's everything. So this is good for us, right? We survive with just 1 damage. We have basically to figure out how we're going to sneak around all these guards. I'm not 100% sure yet. But we could be sneaky and get 1, 2, 3. Probably back here. I think the guard does it. I thought guards only moved for their movement. I thought they bumped into each other. They just kind of stopped. But I don't know for sure. I thought I read that somewhere. It does not say. I've seen some guys play this on YouTube, and I thought they were doing that. They might be. Well, let's see. The problem is the rules aren't 100%. The rules are not very well done. They're not bad because it's a pretty simple game. All right. All right. When a player leapfrogs over any enemy figures, each enemy that has leapfrog does a thing. Whatever. Yes, but what about enemy movement? Shortest path. All right. Guards can leap. Oh wait, here we go. Guards can leapfrog over other guards, but cannot leapfrog over player figures. When a guard encounters other guard figures, the active guard must check to see if there's a space for them to move into and leapfrogging. Okay, there you go. So let's see. It would have been, what was he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything would be moved a little bit further, right? So yes, they can leapfrog. That's a good call. I think we might have messed up that once before, so I apologize, but I think we're pretty good then. All right, so he's a little further along. He's a little further along. That's not a big deal. I would dash 2 left and then sneak up. So we can sneak. Well, no, because he might turn, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, we can just sneak over to this corner. I think we're just going to do that because if we dash, there's a chance that they're going to start investigating things and just life goes poorly at this point. But we could just casually walk over here and they're just going to do their thing. And I think we'll be all right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're hiding behind that vent. We're good. We do kind of need to hurry though, because we're going to start getting to the red cards where we could start losing the mission. It's possible that we could lose the mission. All right. All right. So this one means that if we're in the same or within 2 spaces, they kind of hear us, but they're not within 2 spaces, so we don't have to worry about that. Camera flips and then the rest. So they're only moving 2 spaces. So 1, 2. He's going to turn. He can go equally left or right. So the arrow says he goes right, which is interesting. He goes 1, 2. Ugh, he's going to go right. 1, 2. He's going to turn this way. 1, 2. Okay. Okay. Not great. So I need to take out this guy. Or I need to get around this guy. I don't need to take him out. I need to get around him. But I feel like I only want to go to like here. Because the only thing that could be bad is if he gets a movement of 2, then we'll go that way. Stab him in the butt. I don't have a knife. You should knock. Maybe the guard on the left will go up to investigate and you can move down to the left. That's true. If we knock, he will come here and he'll do shortest space that way, right? I don't know if he would follow the turn thing because I think he would still want to investigate. Well, hold on, wait. What's the closest one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so he's actually closer. So if I did like sneak 2 here or snuck here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he's still closer. I need to sneak it to here. Knock. 1, 2, 3. And then like start going around the other way. I think that's what I have to do. Yeah, closest guard is both of them right now. Like these are both the closest. And they're equal spaces apart. I'm looking at this a bit closer. I'm reminded of the Rambo board game. I have to check that out. I love Rambo. All right. I don't hate the idea of knocking. Lie in wait. Do you have to take all 4 of your actions? Oh no, perform up to 4 actions. Okay, so we'll take 1 action. I'm gonna move here because then if he goes this way, you go this way. If he goes that way, right? So we'll just hang out there and we'll figure out what to do. Okay, cool. All right, next blue card. Wow, camera, you really don't want to focus today. All right, so they were calling for backup, but we're at our maximum guard count, so they're not going to do that. So we have to worry about that. Then we have that. Okay, so he's going to move 3 spaces. So first is this guy. 1, 2, 3. Hey, buddy, how's it going? He's going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He's going to turn now, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Beast now.
What's you up?
What's you? Dude, thank you for the 34 months, dude. I appreciate that. Hopefully you're doing well. What's up? I'm trying not to die. All right, so 2, 4, 6. I'm almost thinking we run. Yeah, I think I'm going to run. Because if we just do 1, 2, 3, 4, only gets us here, which isn't bad. He wouldn't see us, but this guy would probably move enough to see us. These two I don't really have to worry about yet. I'm going to have to deal with them in a second, but maybe if I can get around here, I'm not so bad. All right, so we're going to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, actually 7. Yeah, let's do it there. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. No, I was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I think that's fine. Okay, so because we dashed 3 times, we gotta roll 3 of these to see if they hear us at all. No, we're good. No exclamation point, so we're good to go. Got kind of lucky, but I'll take a look. Okay, that's gonna be a mess over there. Deal with that in a second. Now it's their turn. So this is the last blue one. So we're gonna start getting the potentially game-ending territory. So they're moving 4 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, hold on. We're just gonna put him down just so I remember who did what. 1, 2, 3. He's gonna turn to the right. 4. All right. Then he goes next. 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy cow. Actually, Shadows. Actually, I think we could just run now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. We gotta hope we can make it all the way in. So we gotta do 2, 4, 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then sneak one more spot. Actually, I don't think we have to do the action, do we? I think we just have to get there. Hey, Austin, how's it going, man? I think we just had to get it. Do we have to do the action or no? Interact with the elevator while... Oh, no, we do have to interact with the elevator. Okay. So technically, we're not out of the woods yet. So now we did 3 dashes. If they don't roll an exclamation point, we're fine. Oh, son of a gun. Okay. That's no good. So that's actually terrible. They are now going to investigate my spot. I'm pretty sure that's where it would be. Yeah, the elevator has to. So now I'm in a possibly terrible spot, which is just not where we want to be. But I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. So Now, we're going to flip a card. It's going to tell us what we got going on here. Okay, we didn't lose the game, so that's solid. All right, so there's currently an exclamation point. So the first guard is going to go to that one, right? The active guard is not in alert mode and is the nearest or tied for the nearest guard to any token. Wait, the active guard is not in alert mode. Okay. And is the nearest or tied nearest guard to any. Okay, so he's not the nearest. So he's not going to do this. He's going to patrol 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the only guard that's going to hear that thing, right? Because it states investigative mode. The active guard is not in alert mode. None of them are in alert mode. And is the nearest or tied for the nearest guard to any blue question mark. Or there are any of those other symbols in the line of sight or in the line of sight of a camera. The active guard is in the investigation mode. Is neither alert mode nor investigate mode. Yeah, so he's not the closest. I do need the hunt token. So the other ones are still going to be patrolling. He's the only one that's going to be going to do this thing. So what are they moving? 3. So he's moving 1, 2, 3. He's going to go chill down there. 1, 2. It's tied. So right is the tiebreaker right now. 3. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3. So now he's going to investigate. 1, 2, 3. I'm pretty sure he sees us, right? I mean, there's probably no way he doesn't see us inside this elevator, I would assume, which means we are now in alert phase, which means we can't push that stupid button yet. All right, so he sees us. Actually, would he see us? He would, right? Like, technically, it's kind of a weird thing, but I don't think he can be in the elevator either. I have to figure out if he would actually turn. I don't know if he would actually turn. Because the thing is, he's parallel to us, so we're not really in his line of sight. All right, when the active guard is nearest tied for nearest, or the active guard is investigate mode, they will attempt to move into the space, moving space up to the blue number in the card along the shortest path. If they are tied, they will attempt to move toward the nearest. Okay. Along the shortest path if they are nearest or tied to the nearest guard to it. Otherwise, they will attempt to move toward it. It all depends on technically when he would turn. I don't think he actually sees us yet, which is really awkward because he's just like walking in there. And I think if we could just ride the elevator up with him. Because to win the scenario, I think we're fine. It all depends on when the guard officially turns. I don't. Oh wait. Here we go. When the active guard is nearest, when the active guard is the nearest or tied to the nearest any blue circle or whatever, they're in investigate mode. So the active guard is investigate mode. They will attempt to move into the space nearest the blue question mark. Moving spaces up to the blue number up to the guard order card along the shortest path if they're nearest tied to the shortest guard. Yeah. The move toward the whatever. Okay. So here's an example that they have where he walks up this way, right? The guard activates and goes to investigate mode. Although both Snake and Otacon's question marks are in the zone, the active guard is not the nearest guard to either of these tokens. However, they have line of sight to whatever. It will move to there. The guard moves 1 space in the series of 2, meets them, checks that space, and leapfrogs, and does so land in space with or whatever. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't think he actually does. That's wild. That's a wild way to win. All right, so technically to win this thing, all we have to do is interact with the elevator while our exclamation point is not on the map. Our exclamation point is not on the map, chat. So we're just going to interact. We don't have to do the dice thing, whatever that is. We haven't learned what that is yet. So me and this guy are just going to mysteriously rise up in this elevator, and he's just going to be like, I have no idea what's going on, but I'm sure it's fine. And that's how you defeat stage 1. It's ridiculous. That's an amazing way to win. All right. And that's the first scenario. When was our game? Oh, our game over was on the bottom. We got lucky there. I think you could. I mean, we could probably attack him if we really wanted to. What was silent takedown? If your figure's behind an adjacent guard. Technically, we're not behind him. We're next to him. I think we'd actually have to hand-to-hand combat him. Which I haven't even learned how to do. All right, so that's how that stage works. And again, this is more of prologues. That's probably why they have it set up like this. They're just like, they're just trying to figure it out. So then you get the artwork, real fancy, whatever. And then next scenario, we're not going to do this one tonight because I'm already stuffed up. But it's a much larger map. It's 4 of these tiles, and it's the helipad, which looks solid. 7 red cards, 13 blue cards. Okay, it's a bit different. And then they're going to have cameras and stuff. We get our focus tokens, which also changes how the game works. So they even let us do that yet. So basically, the objective is to reach A and then an exit. An optional objective is to reach B. So that's fine. And then it kind of teaches us other things. This is also a tutorial. It's just like part 2 of it. Allows us to possibly get like other stuff and whatnot. And then we start going through the events and all that fun stuff. And then the real game kind of starts after that. And then this goes in all the comics and that stuff. And then stage 3 is the first like real scenario, quote unquote, where it's you and Meryl together. And Meryl has her own stuff that she does. She has weapons and all that fun stuff. And you keep going along. They start talking. And then stage 4 will be our first boss if we get to that point. Not if, when we get to that point. Then we'll have to do a boss fight, which is the different way of playing this game, right? So we're just doing right now the sneaky side of things. There's the boss side of things as well. So hopefully that was a good intro of oh, here we go. A good intro of how to do everything. I have to say though, that was pretty sweet. It was tougher than I thought it was gonna be. Even for just like a tutorial. I want to get this. Yeah, dude. It's solid. It's fun. That was a lot of fun. And even though we struggled on the rules a little bit now and again, can't imagine with the cameras have crazy distance too. Is it going to sell well, you think? I don't know. I have no idea. Sweet. All right, boss defeated. Sweet. Let's do this one. Come on. All right, let me do that first. Okay, so yeah, so I think this was the tutorial was harder than I thought it was gonna be, which is good, right? It's a good sign. I'd rather it be difficult than not. Like I want it to be a cakewalk or anything like that. So I think that was really cool. The rules are a little finicky, but I feel like we worked through them pretty easily. It's just like learning line of sight and stuff like that. Once we got there, we were pretty good. I think the way that we won is fun technicality, but again, it's a tutorial, so I'll let that one go. But yeah, so want to get this? Absolutely, I think you should if you can. I think they're still selling it. The only difference now is it doesn't have all the artwork in the book. I think it's like a more basic book they sell, so they don't sell it with that, and you don't get the Metal Gear Rex mini, which is massive in this box. So when we get to that stage, it'll be fun. So that's the only thing you don't get now, but you get everything else. Yeah, but with the cameras, it's gonna be crazy because once they add the cameras, I'm pretty sure it's like infinite line of sight, and it's at like an angle as well. Like cameras get kind of weird in how they work. So let's see if they show it. So cameras are always watching. Cameras only face one direction at a time. This is indicated by the orange or green vision where their tile flips and whatever. So they have exits, but like they work at an angle. So it's not just like a straight line, it's like a line and an angle. It's really weird. Do they show cameras? Um, where's the line of sight? I thought I went over that in that. Let me just double check. Oh, and I think in the next stage too, you start getting equipment and stuff. So you get like your memory box, which is like a normal box they have. And I think like you keep your equipment here, which I'm really excited about. Metal Gear game coming out on console soon? Is it Delta? The Metal Gear Solid 3 remake? Or is it something else? What am I looking for? I'm looking for line of sight, right? Yeah, for some reason I saw someone playing camera face one. Is this indicated by orange or green? Games are always watching signs of intruders when facing. Oh no, maybe it's not diagonal. I think somebody who I saw was playing online diagonally, and I don't think that's it. Because like I saw somebody like if like the camera was here, let's say, and it was diagonal, like it would do like all the way here and over. So we're Delta Snake here, yeah. So I think it's just a remake of the third one, right? Which I'm hyped for, regardless. Like super hyped for. All right, let me clean this bad boy, and we only have 1 damage on us. That's not bad for Snake. Not bad. All right, so what I'll do is I'll clean this up, and then what we can do is do we can open the big boy up if y'all want to see that. That's how we'll end today. But yeah, it's as you can see, it's pretty. I mean, honestly, it's a fairly simple game. All right, cool. Open the big boy. All right, we'll do it. Let me just clean up. All right, so pretty much everything goes back into here. I forgot where I hid all these. Oh, this one goes here. Dice go in there. This all goes back. I just realized it's playing something different now. It's moved on to a completely different soundtrack. Shuffle through all this. That's fine. Actually, wait. I don't want to shuffle through that. There we go. CMON inserts are the worst. They really are. They're not. They're not great. Not great. All right. So that's all equipment stuff. That's all that. I think all the blue cards can fit there. All the guard cards can fit there. This, I don't remember where that goes. That's fine. This can just go in there. So, for example, like this is the bottom of it. I don't know if you all saw this before, but this is the Rex Mini. Obviously massive. There's his railgun, his little satellite thing or whatever. It's not the best feeling mini, but it's not bad either. Hey, Cap, how's it going? Hope so. How was Metal Gear Solid? Dude, I liked it. We only did the intro, but I liked it. I'm excited to play through this. I think the plan is going to be each week to play one scenario. So we did the first tutorial scenario, So we'll do the next one next week because there's 2 tutorials to like ease you into the game. But it was I thought it was good. I liked it. It's very basic to start you off with, but it was nice introduction to the game. Yeah. All right, so that's that. All right, so the way this works now is this all goes in here. That has like its own little fancy spot. And then storage is tight. Yeah. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. And then it's just a bunch of books. So you got the rule book, Shadow Moses campaign book. Oh, wait. No, I messed up on this. No, the books don't go that way. This is what was confusing about it. This took me a while to realize. It's the other way. The books go underneath the tiles. VR, you get VR missions as well, and then codec calls. So there's like VR stuff you could do too for fun. And there's like something you can scan for online stuff too. I don't know what it is. I didn't look. And then you put the tiles on, and then it fits. When I lost the first time I was playing hero mode in the Marvel Zombie tutorial, it was easier playing as zombies than the heroes. So yeah, that's the end. I also love the box. Okay. All right, let's check this out. So, oh, we do have that. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy, there's a lot. Okay, so very top thing. We have our very large dice tray, premium dice tray. It's very lovely, very premium. I feel like I could, man, this packaged really well. Actually, this is like their best packaged game. Okay. Ooh, oh, that feels nice. Oh, so premium. Ooh. Still hard to buckle. This is also the largest dice tray they've ever done. You saw how the other one was. This one is massive. Holy cow. Ah, there we go. Very premium. Very nice. Oh, yeah. No playmat, by the way? I know. Yeah, so the playmats are coming later. Because they forgot they had them, I guess. So, whatever. Alright, so then we get the deluxe drawstring bag. Always get the deluxe drawstring bag. Not that size I use it. So it's two bags in one. One has a 15 kind of on it, and the other one has a 10 and a 20 on it. So, oh, 1 through 5, I guess. Super convenient. Oh yeah, I have them for Hoplo, the nice ones. I actually want to get one other one. They are nice. Oh damp. It's just cold. It was sitting outside. Very nice bags. I also like that they stand like that. Makes it nice. All right, cool. So then, this will be the promo pack, or one of the promo packs, the Blacksmith pack. Give your copy of the Elder Scrolls Second Betrayal Era premium upgrades with the Blacksmith pack, which replaces your game's character map pegs, first player chip, and round counter die for hefty metal versions. Sweet. All right, let's see what it is. So, oh god, they are all metal. Well, just sweet, right? Giant piece of metal. A metal die, like legit, like metal, and then a bunch of the pegs and stuff they have for the mat, and they're all. Oh, wait, we could do this better. They're all metal. Kind of hard to see, but okay, cool. So, playing out your game, as you should always do. Okay. Premium tokens or premium health chips. Always get the premium health chips, whatever game of theirs you're playing. A few white ones. Okay. Let's see. Open one for right now. Matte finish on the chips, not their polished finish or high gloss finish. Good weight and sound. Sounds like the normal poker chips. Always, fun fact, always check all your chips because sometimes the chips aren't lined up properly with the stickers. I have had that happen on almost every single game of theirs. All right, we'll open the rest of that later. Okay. Then there's more foam. Oh, this thing feels nice. All right, so this is their storybook. So they did something similar in Cloudspire. They have like a whole lore book. I believe that's what this is. I'll buy the foam. Yeah. Drop and dive. Alright, let's see. There's always, any good board game has a good amount of reading material and homework that needs to be done. So, hold on, wait. We'll get to it in a second. What's interesting with this? It's like a weird kind of finish on it. This is all like textured. It's all textured. Oh god, the spine is very stiff. Okay, crab. I think that was a big joke with them on the beginning. So they have the artwork, introduction. Wow, it smells like a new book. Holy cow. You can really smell it. Wow, it's it's all artwork, it looks like. And some enemies. Okay, so yeah, it talks a little bit bad, but the artwork and stuff, I mean, really gorgeous. Holy cow, it really smells. Oh, it's got pictures of food. Love that smell. It's not as bad as the gasoline dice, but it's working on it. The classic gasoline smell. It's not quite that smell. It's like similar, but it's not quite there. All right. I'm not 100% sure how to get to the next section. Side. Okay. Mystery. Oh, okay. So I think these are your character profile things. So when you start your whole character quest, whatever, they can get one of these books. And I remember seeing how it's done, but until we open it all up, it'll be hard to do. But like you'll have your character, and then their doesn't smell like gasoline. Like all like their stat cards and stuff will go in here, and it's like their little like profile basically. We'll get more into it when we get actually going with it, but crazy amount of detail for this. It's wild. Okay, I don't know. No, these don't have to stay in the book. Do they? I don't know what this is going to be doing yet. So we'll deal with that in a second. Okay. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Okay. This is an expansion. That is quite an interesting way to do an expansion. So that was on top of the base game, but stuck inside this styrofoam. God, that game is heavy. Okay. We'll save the expansion. No, we'll open the expansion now. Because I think somebody said you could fit the expansion and stuff into the core box. We might as well just open this now. And we'll take the pieces out and see what we can start fitting. Oh, God. It's already so much bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's also really heavy. So, this pops open. All right, we have a bunch of dice. Actually, a bunch of dice. We have some extra enemy tokens. Little markers. All right, so these are kind of like the cards I was talking about with like armor and stuff like that. That I'm pretty sure go in your book. Different skills, more tokens, a thing. I know it's descriptive. We got some cards. We have a book with scenarios and stuff, I guess. We have map tile. And another bigger map. Okay. Fine. So that's just this side and this side. So not a ton. Ooh, feels weirdly heavy. So the other thing is we have to check. I don't know if anyone knows yet. Do they do any secrets with this yet? Anyone find any? Sometimes you have to check the base game really close. Okay, so let's just put this all together here. I didn't know if they were going to do it for this game or not, though, because it's just such a big undertaking, you know? Okay. Just going to break my table. Oh, my God. Okay. So, it's big. That's what the side of it looks like. It's really heavy. Okay. Each game only takes 2 hours plus 30 minutes per player. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm actually legit worried of this breaking my table. It's 30 some pounds. Okay. It's much heavier than I thought it was going to be. Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Gotta move now. I'm gonna put it in this chair over here so I can make room for it. Okay. It's legit heavy. It's just a hefty boy. I found a space for it in the basement where I'm gonna put it. And thank God it's on the bottom shelf. Because I don't know if it would survive on any other shelf. Like compared to their other games, it's about as heavy as it gets. That's not true. I think my trove chest is the heaviest. that has a lot of years worth of content. All right, so you lifted the top box. Yay, box. Foam. Okay. Greetings, adventurer. If you're reading this, okay. Know you're about to embark on a life-changing experience. To aid you and your party in the beginning of this epic journey, we have provided a most truly and stalwart companion dized. You can jump into the adventure immediately. Dice will walk you through. Oh, it's a tutorial. Okay, cool. That's fine. How to pack your box. That's what I like to say. All right, cool. Packing instructions. How long does setup take? Probably an hour. All right. We'll need that. So, here's your map. So we have our maps of Are you not supposed to remove your foam? Deluxe Adventure Inventories? I don't know what that means. Okay, so we have Morrowind, Black Marsh, Western Black Marsh, Cyrodiil, and High Rock. These are all PVC paper. Here's Skyrim. This is all PVC paper. So yeah, in Western Skyrim. Oh, Eastern Western Skyrim. So yeah, tougher than normal paper. Won't just like rip like normal paper will, or shouldn't. All right, so here's all of our land. How many map tiles do we have? We have a big one, double-sided. We have like a medium-sized one. Oh, we have, okay, a medium-sized one, one-sided. We have a few smaller ones. Actually, the map might not be as big as I thought it was going to be. And a couple of small pieces. Okay, these are all just one side. I'm used to like Cloud Spire where the map gets massive. All right, so there's something hidden there. Interesting. And we got a couple of these pieces. So wait. This goes here. Where was that other map piece? This guy. Does this fit? It's gotta, right? They wouldn't do me dirty like that. It's not today. All right, this will fit. This will fit too. Come on, you could do it. Yeah. Maybe a little tight, but that's all right. Oh, yeah, it fits. Oh, it fits. It's easy. Okay. Next we have a block of foam. I think we remove all the foam. Yeah, I think we remove the foam. Okay. Dude, it is a heavy box. Lots of different bags. Ooh, these feel really nice. Holy cow. All right, so I think these replace those bags, or at least those ones do. They feel really good. They usually feel cheap. These are like super nice. Okay. So then you get your reading material. So you get a tutorial guide. Cool. Enemy skill sheets. Cool. A rulebook. Oh man, they damaged my rulebook all up. Poor rulebook. That's the only one that's not too bad. Okay. Let's mush that down a little bit. Mush it down a little bit. That's that. Okay. Skyrim Gazette thing. The High Rock Gazette thing. Cyrodiil. Jeez. Bro, I'm never going to get through all this. Black Marsh. And this is Morrowind, right? Yeah, Morrowind. Okay, so there's a lot of content. Okay. So here's a tray. It's got some stuff in it. Oh, this is our double token holder. Okay. These are our plastic swords. Are we replacing them? Foam. A box. Okay. Jesus. Player trays. Which this is a cool system how they did it to like save your heroes and stuff. So like you're gonna build out your heroes as you play and whatnot. This is like their big customizable part of the game. And in this way, as you build them out and whatnot, like in the tray, you could just save it in here. I believe this is where you could save it. And literally just plops this. It has enough space for everything. So like it's all raised where the dice are. And this way you can just, you don't have to like redo it every single time. Yes, Isoferi Guard does something very, very similar to this. 100%. If you played that, you know what this is. All right, I assume this is more cards. I don't know. We'll open up in a minute. Okay. Who are you? All right, so these, first thing you do is you open this up. And you take all these cheap poker chips, right? These are light. Nobody wants these. These go straight in the trash. So if I go with my friend next weekend, we start in November. Yeah, I did the first few scenarios, and I want to finish the rest of it. It's been a long time since I've played that game, but I really enjoyed it. Even my expansion came in because I was like, well, I really enjoy it, and I want to play it with like a friend. So I got the expansion too because it wasn't that much money. It's getting busy married and stuff. He doesn't have to do anything. But yeah, so I got the expansion, so I want to play that now too. So just we'll see, right? We'll see. All right. So first thing you gotta do is take your cheap health chips out and replace them with your better health chips. I missed the Metal Gear game tonight. You did. You did. It was good. It was enjoyable. 66 units. Bro, I thought I was going to be done unboxing this a lot faster than I am. I can finish putting the chips in while you all watch this. How you doing, Kaneen? Got my Hoplo stuff the other day. Oh, did you get it already? I didn't even get a shipping notification. Good job, chat. All right, we'll do one more. Because we still have a lot to unbox and put away. 10-hour unboxing time. That's what it feels like, dude. I just got my so you got your Hoppo stuff. I haven't got my shipping order for that yet, so I'm hoping I get it soon. You have to let me know how you end up or repackaging it or packaging all together. I'm a little nervous about that. Are you on TTS at all? I am not. I don't really do TTS. Is at my door within 3 days of getting the tracking shipping, so hopefully once you get... That's how Elder Scrolls was. I got the shipping stuff, and I was supposed to receive it, I think, on Wednesday, and it came today. So it was pretty fast when they actually did it. Alright, so we have another one that's empty for whatever reason. Oh, it's just cracked. Yeah, it's broken. Oh, this whole chip thing is broken. This is the problem with some of their plastic stuff, is the stuff gets like broken on it. So if there's any issues with things, you just reach out to them. That's why I love all the plastic stuff. It's just, it breaks easily. All right, so I'm not even trying to open that one yet. We'll open that later. Okay, that is that. So let's do. I think Sky Kingdom Games did so well with being a good company with everything that happened with the Isofarian Guard. I supported the next game, Waste of Parts, but like nobody did. This game didn't seem overly great, but I just wanted to support them. Nah, I get that. Yeah, I feel like Isofarian, like I backed because I was like, yeah, and they were very good. I think they're a very good company in general, but I'm also in the stage where I'm just like I can't do it anymore. Button for my dice tower has been broken, so I just made a ticket for that. Everything else looks awesome. Okay, nice. One thing being broken isn't too bad. And that's the other thing, like, too, like, if it seems like I don't care about Chip Theory stuff being broken, it's because every time I've had an issue with their stuff, you submit a ticket and they take care of you. They've done it every single time. Generally speaking, Chip Theory Games has some of the best customer service in the business, so it's not really something I'm too worried about. Holy cow. So once again, it's all matte chips. The artwork looks fantastic on it. Super hyped for that. Actually, it looks really good. We're going to have to figure out how to balance this out, chat, between doing Metal Gear Solid and this. And then Hoplo and Final Girl when it finally shows up. Yeah, right? Shield soon too, ain't it? Shield at least got delayed. So that's not coming out until March 7th. So I got pushed back a little bit. And I have work travel coming up too, so more work travel, I should say. So it gives me a little extra time. Trouble in Paradise. Alright, these are like your races and stuff like that. Cool. Okay. So like I said, make sure when you get your stuff, always check all your chips. I'll do it later, most likely. Especially because I think they're going to be so busy with shipping everything. I'm not too worried about opening a ticket yet. But I have to do all that stuff later. Okay, so that's good. So that's that. That's that. Then you have a lot of dice. Let's see if the dice are stuck. They do a special kind of treatment, and usually it leads to dice being stuck in the past. Actually, these are pretty good. Huh. Kudos to them. Alright. Black dice. I think it's like Plague or something like that, if I remember. we got that. More dice. I remember they used to come in like super oiled and stuck together. So the fact that they're not is actually really cool. So it's always a pain to like wipe off all the dice. Cool. Let's see what we got. We got a bunch of our tokens for things. God, they're all matte finish. It's so nice. Very well done. And then 2 more sets of dice. So a lot of blank. Oh, like that. Oh, it fell. These two are going to be stuck together. So you can see like they sometimes get stuck like this. And it's just like there's like oil and stuff on them. So you just have to clean them off. But overall, it's actually pretty good. These are stuck. Like I said, I've had them in the past where like the entire row has been stuck together. It's hilarious. Cool. And yeah, it's not a big deal. Like I don't want to make it seem like, oh, D20 is like really complaining about this. That's not what it's about. It's just something to take note of. Yeah, massive play area. Yeah, I thought, to be honest, I thought the map was going to be bigger. So I'm kind of happy that it's not. Like, I know your character board's going to take up a decent amount of space and whatnot. But I really thought the map was going to be massive. So that gives me hope. It's always dangerous when you have hope. That maybe this won't be as big as I think it's going to be. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be big, obviously. But maybe it's going to be manageable big. And I can handle a manageable big. What do we got in here? All right, so these are all our cards when we show, like, these things, right? This is the stuff that goes in there. So you got your turn reference cards. Got, like, your bow levels down at 1. So it's going to be all of our skills stuff. Our journaling stuff. The power of teamwork. Dragon Knight Master. You got your dark out. So you got a bunch of like your cards and stuff in here. We're not going to go through all of that now. Because I'm a little... I don't know if I want to like open that and go down that rabbit hole yet. But I am excited to dive into this. This might be... Okay, so if we do Metal Gear Solid on Mondays, let's say. And maybe if we do this Wednesday, start trying to play it. We hold off on Marvel Champions a little bit. Especially since we'll wait for the new stuff to come out. These are cards, right? Yeah, these are all cards. Just dividers, I guess. But got a bunch of cards. Again, these are going to be all your PVC cards and stuff like that. Crazy amount of stuff. Absolutely good. But yeah, that might be what we end up doing in the beginning. Because I do want to play this and give it a shot. I haven't seen... Has anyone seen like how tough it is to play this game? And that's it. There's the bottom. So what we have to do is... Let me move this knife. Let's reorganize this. So on the bottom, it states... Oh, wait. You get part of that foam still. Did I do my foam? Oh, God. Alright. I think this foam we have to keep. So. How thick is the rulebook? I don't want to talk about it. Watch some footage when they did a live stream, but not enough to... Okay. So. What do we got? They suggest... Chips. That's fine. This all moves down. In between this is a thin piece. Alright, so it's got that. Large cardboard box goes in the back. So this goes in the back there. All right. So far, so good. 2 foam blocks. So they want another foam block back here. Okay. Easy. 2 foam blocks. Next layer. These are 4 game trays. So this is going to be our player trays. What's it right there? What else we got? We got our this tray. With this tray, this thing goes in. Now with all this, oh shoot, we didn't put in those tokens and cards. Actually, you know what we'll do? Can this all fit? Actually, no, this can fit in this tray, I think. Oh yeah, this will all fit in here. Mostly in here. Actually, wait. Nah, we can fix this. The precedents did seem pretty big. I think the character stuff takes up a fair amount of space. The character stuff will, but because it's like your own tray that you could put it in, I feel like for streaming, I can have it off and like put it on. You know what I mean? That's my hope, is that like we can hold it and then take it off camera, do whatever's on the map, bring it back on camera. That's my hope, at least. All right, here, let's open these guys up. And put all these in there. That. But yeah, I'm hoping with how they did like player saves and stuff like that, it's just gonna make streaming it easier. Like not completely easy, but you know, easier. Let's move this foam out of the way. All right, so for this, put the expansion stuff in our broken tray. Okay. Put that foam back. This back. Now, for this stuff, this, I don't know if it really should go in there with it. I feel like it kind of should. You know what we'll do? We'll actually throw it in here. Yeah, we'll put it in here. So what we'll do is we'll take these, put them in there, put those in there. That'll be fine for now. Just hide that in there. Okay, that's good. Okay, cool. What are the odds we can get novels to play this game? Like 0 or less than 0? Alright, we'll take the other ones. Do they fit in here? They don't. Alright, let's do actually what we're gonna do. So we're gonna take out the questing stuff. Put this on top, that will fit. Okay. Okay, cool. That goes back into there. This one, does this fit in here? That just barely fits. Okay, so that fits in the card deck. Nice. Good. This is working out well. Okay, so we got the bottom floor back on. Now, hero trays. We'll go in there. This thing will go in here. With that being done, this we're going to figure out. Actually, this I think can actually fit in there somewhere. We'll work on that later. We need this thing in there. Cards. We're going to lay down. Yeah, they lay down. And then bags get rolled up in the corner. There's so much stuff to do. So much. All right, we remove the foam block to fit stuff. Okay. I think we'll be good there. So now We can also take the metal ones, put them in here. Plastic ones can go back in here. Put it all in there. The metal die. Put it in there, that's fine. I think that's it for that. That we could throw to the side there. That's fine. Then comes all the rule books. Wait. Yeah. Comes all the rule books. So they're gonna go on the side here. It's there. 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 All right. The rule book is only 96 pages long. Surely that's fine. All right. Tutorial game. That's fine. All right. So that's that. Deluxe adventure inventories are staggered and replacing foam. All right, so we snappable dice trays fit here. Oh, the dice trays supposed to fit in there. Oh wait. Okay, so that's supposed to fit in somewhere in the middle, somehow. That makes no sense. Let's see what we actually got here. Oh, no, they have some of the sheets down below. No, this is actually, that's fine. That could stay in there. That's not bad. 2 reference sheets. Is that these? Yeah, it must be these. That seems like reference sheets. Foam block. And then snappable dice tray fits in there. Remove layer 3 foam block to fit deluxe bag chips. So the deluxe bag chips are these guys. So they don't have to go there. Do these go in there or no? They can't fit, right? That's just too much. That's sad. That'd been nice if that would have fit. All right, so we have deluxe. Just man, there's so much room left in here. The problem is there's not enough room for this. Then is there? It's a little tight. It's a little tight. Because then you have to fit all your maps. Yeah, there's definitely room in there to do a little bit more. If you get a little more ambitious. I mean, it's not completely off. It's not like completely off. I'm not 100% sure how you're supposed to get the dice tray in there, though. Actually, this foam block you might still be able to use just to help keep things organized. Because, like, these bags... Still put that there. Someone was watching Oprah. Because it made it seem like you can actually fit... Actually, what you might be able to do is put this on the bottom. Like there. And then put this on top, maybe? No, this is... Oh, it's clipping over here. Hold on. No, it doesn't fit like that. They're a liar. The game's a liar. Hold on. Now I gotta stand up for this. Now this just feels like a challenge. Does it fit like that? And then you're supposed to do it? No, that doesn't work either. I don't know how you're supposed to fit that dice tray in there. It fits without it for sure. I remember them saying that these weren't going to fit in there, so that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. There might be a way to get that further down. I'm just not there yet. It's okay. Sit in the corner and we will get to it next year. I know, right? Holy crap. This is really heavy. Okay. We did it. Excuse me. Well, at least we'll be able to look at the not gasoline book and see all the enemies and stuff. I mean, they are cool. Like if you get really into like lore and stuff like that, and artwork, like the one that they do the artwork stuff so well. All the stuff is so cool. It just smells like a little bit of gasoline. Not a lot of gasoline, just like a little. All right, and then silica. I think you're supposed to keep those in there. Maybe, I don't really know. Keep them in there for now. But yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll do Elder Scrolls on Wednesday. I gotta try it, right? Like I feel like you just gotta give it a try, see how it goes. Elder Scrolls, I'm excited to see your plays of it. I am nervous playing this. I'll be completely honest. It just seems like so much. But the thing is, and we've talked about this on this channel, like I would like to get to the point of playing more campaign type games. And I'm hoping that this is that game, you know? I hope it's everything I think it will be. I wanted to see something. So, if we scan this, am I supposed to be here Thursday? Well, good. I'll give you an idea how the rulebook works then. I'm going to look up on the app that teaches you how to play. What? I don't want to learn how to... This is not free? Do I have to pay for this? Oh, FinSpan is on here. Great. All right, Elder Scrolls. There we go. I have to download an app. Okay, gotta download. It looked like a little too much for me in the sense that I wondered if I'd be playing, just end up wanting to play the video game instead. But that was partially me also being wanting to justify saving some money. That's fair too. Because I'm not big into Elder Scrolls video games. Like I have them and I like them, but again, I wanted this to be the better version of Too Many Bones. I'm really kind of hoping this will be that. Who knows if it actually will be. All right. So you click on the app. Oh my god, I have to download something. That's fine. I can fit DC superheroes on my table once I have it, just so I could do videos for those to journal my games. That's awesome, dude. Which one did you get? We have to do it sideways, apparently. All right, welcome to it. Day 1, day 2. All right, so you tap intro. All right, so it's got a very nice like intro title thing and whatever. It tells you the story. All right, so it tells you how to like lay out the game and stuff like that. Went all in, nice. Enjoy the campaign session 1, session 2. Okay. Okay. How many adventures are playing? There's one adventure. Ranging. Okay, so yeah, shows you what it's all going to look like. This is actually kind of a helpful app. Open the box, take the components out. All right, overall map, Black Marsh. Black Marsh. Put the other 4 back. Okay, reference sheets. Wow, this really breaks it down step by step. Actually, this might not be so bad. Oh my god, there's a lot of steps. Okay. We will. I think we'll do this on Wednesday. I think we'll try to go through the tutorial. Rulebook to MK is horrendous. Oh, Mage Knight? Yeah, it's really bad. I agree. No, you're waiting for to do the Buffy game? Yes. That solo though, so that's fine. You can do easy mode. I think there's nothing wrong with playing easy mode. I'm one of those video gamer people that, like, if you play video games in easy mode, I think that's like legit. Like, you're there to have fun. If easy's fun for you, whatever. I am not one of those people that's like, oh, if you don't play at least on normal, you're not really playing. I don't have time for that. So I gotta glance this tutorial guide. Yeah, I think the maps are gonna be smaller than I actually think they're going to be. I think we're gonna be all right, chat. I think we're gonna be all right. Again, I'm not excited about this rulebook because that's a lot of rulebook pages. Oh god, there's so much to it. Is it really as bad as I think it is? All right, how to use this book. Okay, there's a section of how to use the book, so maybe that helps. And then game setup. All right, rules. All right, anatomy of the map, all that fun stuff. Race reference. I want to like make my character in the beginning. Hopefully it teaches you how to do that. We have to pick something good to be in the beginning, chat. Game phases. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. Totally not worried. Pretty sure someone wrote a better version of the Main Knight rulebook online. Yeah. The best way to play is Box of Delights has like a rules explanation of it. Watch his video. It's what's the actual guy's name that runs that channel? I can't remember. But it's Box of Delights is the channel. Best way to remember it. So have novels read it? The whole time she'd be like, what am I doing? And why am I doing this? Just get angry at me. Like, it's for the content. For my sanity. Alright, chat. No Blade coming in.
You better have all the sound effects ready.
Which sound effects? Also, welcome to chat, dude. Thank you for the 4 months. I appreciate it. What sound effects? Oh, Metal Gear ones? That's true. We do need that. We'll have to figure that out. Let's see how many of them are there. But we need some good ones so that you can play along, chat. So I think that's what we're going to do. So, really quick. I think we'll do the tutorial to Elder Scrolls on Wednesday. And we'll give it the old college try and see how it goes. Maybe we won't make it very far, and that's okay. Then we'll reevaluate from there. Friday, Novels and I will be streaming. I don't know what we're doing yet. Hopefully Metal Gear, but probably not. And then next Monday, I think I'll do Metal Gear Solid for sure. And depending on how Elder Scrolls goes, either we'll decide to continue doing Elder Scrolls as well, or we'll just like do Metal Gear Solid to try to finish it up faster. Whichever one that is. And then Fridays will be with novels and whatever. So then that will be next week. The following week, I'm gone for at least a week. And then after that, I'm back. And we're mostly back to normal. It's a little like hit and miss though. It's going to be like kind of a rough time for a little bit. But I think it won't be too bad. Like I said, I'll be gone for basically about 8 days. And then, yeah. Really quick, we'll do one last Stream Raiders. Thanks for Metal Gear. Dude, I'm excited about Metal Gear. I will say that. Like, it's nice and simple, straight to the point. It doesn't insist upon itself. It's what I want. It's what I want from an IP game, right? I want it to be simple. I want it to be thematic for what it is. And I just want it to be like basic. I don't want anything too crazy. And I'm sure it'll get a little more difficulty-wise in the future. But I'm excited to like run through a campaign of Metal Gear Solid. I think that'd be really, really fun to do. Let's go. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. So I don't know what Novels wants us to do. I have no idea. She has to decide still, but yeah, I'm excited to give 2 new things a try. And then we'll just kind of wait until Shield comes out, and I will. The first week it comes out, I might play it both days, and then after that, we'll just rotate it in, replacing either Metal Gear Solid or Elder Scrolls, depending on things are going or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Now this is pod racing.
Thank you, Joshy. Man, we're crushing it. Just when we chat started figuring out our groove for this game. You playing Maria or Samuel Jackson first? Samuel Jackson. I have almost zero desire to play Maria Hill besides playing her just to go, I was right. I'll probably do him. I'll do her. And then probably back to him. To level up everything max this game. maybe we'll make it, man. So, all right, chat. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you for continuing to hang out and be here. So yeah, we'll be live. You might have enough time. Just gotta play more. Might be a monster multiplayer though. I think she'll be good in multiplayer. I just don't think she'll be good in solo. I think she'll be okay in solo. I don't want to make it sound like I think she's gonna be bad. I think she's just gonna be okay. So yeah, I'll be live again Wednesday for sure, and I'll be live again Friday. I'm gonna try every now and again to sneak in. I'm here now. What I missed, you missed everything. I'll try to sneak in a few extra streams now and again. But Mongoose, welcome to chat. Hopefully you're doing well. Basically, you missed Metal Gear Solid playthrough, first tutorial, fantastic. We unboxed the Elder Scrolls. We're going to play the Elder Scrolls on Wednesday. So if you were excited to see the Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era from Chip Theory Games, we're going to try that on Wednesday. So I'm excited for that. And Friday, I have no idea what we're doing. She's been now that she has her attack and thwart events. Yeah, now that they lied to us. Black Widow may get better. If Maria makes Black Widow better, then I'm okay with that. Excuse me. All right, everyone. Appreciate it being here. Make sure to join Discord if you haven't done that yet. I'll see you all there. Thank you once again for the subs. Thank you for the support tonight. Be back Wednesday. We'll see how the tutorial of this goes. I'm a little nervous. I think I'll be all right. I'll see you all next time. Take care, everyone.